clicking all the buttons, and then arranging the windows, and then here we are. I got a drink. I'm ready. I'm here. Okay, cool. Hi guys, welcome to the 10th episode of Sam Help Live, which is crazy. Like everything I do on the internet, this is a complete experiment and it's gone really well. So, thank you again to everybody who's joined us so far on these streams. I enjoy them. Hopefully you guys enjoy them as well. So, if you're not familiar with how this works, basically we fix your builds live on stream. So if you have a build that you're struggling with, let me know. All I need is your gallery ID, the lot title, and what you're working on. Roofing has been a really popular one. Also windows and layouts, landscaping, ponds, like pretty much anything in build mode we'll take a crack at. So, Marilyn, hello, welcome in. And it looks like a lot of people are here today. So Laffy, Caitlin, Brooke, hello, welcome in. Captain Crochet, yes, Squirrelrex is a generous streamer friend of ours, and he's been gifting memberships kind of randomly, so that's been fun. Gabe, welcome. And Lucky Clover and Nocturnia, woohoo! So many friends here today. Alright, I'm gonna adjust my mic a little bit. Oh, hello Duck, welcome in. So, usually, if nobody has one right off the bat, I'm just going to take a quick look at the hashtag and see what we have going on. It would help if I could spell it correctly, though. There we go. Oh, we've actually got quite a few new ones showing up today. How exciting. Let's see, what was the last... I think we've worked on several of these. I believe so. But I think these two are new. Brianna, welcome in. So, Grandma House, roof help needed. Did we do this one already? I don't think we did. 802. Emma, welcome. Glad you could join us. This looks really familiar, but also I built a house with almost this exact same shape, so that might be it. I don't think we've actually done this one yet. So let's do this one, and what is this? This one's a layout question. Okay. This is a 20 by 15, so I think we'll put this one down. Take a look at it. JB, welcome in. We've missed you. So yeah, we'll start with that, and then as always, if anybody has any build help that they need, just let me know, and I'll make a little note of it on my little notepad here, and hopefully get through everyone. Jump over here to a 20 by 15. Oh, I guess I can end the poll now. So looks like one person didn't like the new music. Fair enough. Unfortunately, it's been the majority, so looks like most people liked it though, so that's good. I think it's fun to have some higher energy stuff. Also, again, I say this like every stream, at some point we're gonna have to start a new save because this is just starting to get a little bit cluttered and slow. Change up based on the stream. Well, we were laughing because we found one that was just absolutely like just extremely high energy, and we were laughing because I'm just not, so it'd be just like super hype, and then I'd come in and just be like, hey, how's it going? But I think that one was okay. Alright, so here we have a unique roof shape. So here are a couple of things that are going to make this a little bit more challenging. Anytime you just sort of have a box sticking out like this, that is going to be a bit of a challenge. However, since it is over a deck, that is to our advantage. And then this piece over here is pretty much a big box with a little bit of an octagon at the front, so we should be able to do this one pretty easily. Let's see, I think we will start with a gable facing forward on this one. And we might try a couple of different shapes here. So if we bring this forward and just sort of cover the whole base of the house, the number one thing we want to do is make sure we bring this down. Because in general, you really don't want your roof to be taller than the wall of your house, especially on a single story. It's going to look crazy. So instead, I'm going to start with this and then grab an octagon, size it up to match, and then make sure the pitch matches as well. Should be about there, I think. Whoop, that's a tree. Alright, so there is that, and then to roof the wraparound deck, I think we'll just go with the usual half hip on the corner, which if this is 2 tiles wide, I think this should be pretty much the right shape right from the bat. And then we'll grab our half gable roof piece, rotate that, match the pitch and the size. So now we have this. I will have to bring in this eave. If you ever have to move just one eave at a time, just hold shift on your keyboard to pull that in, and then I can copy, rotate, and place the same piece on this side. Make sure I bring that eave back out. And if I just match the siding up, there's a little roof shape. Working on Cozy Ranch with it's almost done. Ooh, I'm excited. So this one, I think that because this shape is a deck, it sort of gets away with having a completely different roof pitch, so that's really helpful. I think this is a pretty good shape. It's quite classic, but it's a classically shaped home, and as always, we're going to change out all the default stuff. I'm going to go with my standard trim and roof combo because I like it. And there we go. What are the chances that ghosts are living inside your house in real life? I don't know. Hopefully very, 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 very low. And there's the inside of the house. Absolutely adorable. Kind of cottage vibes, which is nice. However, since the outside of the house isn't very cottagey, I'm not concerned about doing a cottage style roof. So, I like this. I think I'm going to stick with this one. We'll upload it to the gallery. Grandma house. Well, I guess it's just straight up a roof, isn't it? There wasn't really one to begin with. So I will upload that. And then jump over to the original build and just let the builder know that we worked on it. There we go. I know that the like news tab isn't here anymore, so hopefully they see that. Or I'll try and make a clip of it as well. It was pretty simple, just a few pieces. Okay, and next up, oh yay! The things are working. That's good. Let's see, I don't think, let's see, Brooke is working on one, and I didn't see anybody in TikTok. If anybody has a house that they would like some help with, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just work through what we have under the hashtag. The next one we have here is called Big Bear Ranch, and we're looking at the layout. Sometimes Tech Junior is late to work. Well, Tech Junior is late to work when I forget to start Tech Junior up, so it's usually my own fault. This is a 64 by 64. Looks like it's in the New World, so we can jump in our plane and fly over there. Yes, so if anybody missed the little slideshow at the beginning of the stream, we have added new stream point redemption things. So we have the standard 10-point sound alert redemptions that we've had for a while, but also added a few 100-point redemptions that actually overlay things on the screen to cause as much chaos as possible. So, isn't that fun? More details are in the video description. Just jump over to build here. And then, of course, Tech Junior will just let you know there. So those are all the commands available. But again, if you'd like a general description of what they are, that will be in the video description. Big Bear Ranch. It looks like this does have some packs that I don't have, so we might not get everything to place. You might redeem 100 points. Oh, well, you know what? If it's there, it's there. I have some ideas for 1,000-point redeems as well. I just haven't gotten them in, got them coded yet. Okay. Ooh, this is nice. I like this. What a lovely place. You saw boulders, me the Resident Evil 5. Nope, just me. Just me placing rocks and everything. I think I need help with the layout of the house. Trying to keep the first floor open, but with the large room on the side, nothing I do looks good. Would really like 2 bedrooms on the second floor, but not sure how to work around the staircase. Fantastic. Okay, so 2 bedrooms upstairs, open floor plan downstairs. Sounds doable, but let's take a look and see what we're working with. Okay. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so here's the deal. With this lodge style setup, we can definitely have an open floor plan, but at the same time, it's going to help to have some sort of separation of space. Almost like what the original builder did here with this. Actually, I absolutely love this. Okay, so this is 2 columns, a spandrel, and 3 lights. You do have to turn on move objects to do this, just to get the lights to place properly, but look at how amazing that looks. Look at that. You're getting rich. Yeah, so points are earned automatically while you're watching the stream, so you don't have to worry about sending chats or anything, just so long as you're watching, you're earning points. I really like this. This is so cool. Alright, anyway, that was not the right key. Whoa, hang on. Okay, we're good. So, we already have kitchen and dining area, so I'm guessing we're going to want some sort of living area, possibly... I don't think we had specific rooms we needed downstairs, just open. And I'm going to leave this, because this is already walled off, I think. So let's just try and figure out a layout. Definitely some sort of dining area here would be really, really good. However, what I'm thinking about doing, is taking a half wall, not that tall, about like this, and doing a bit of a divider in the room. It will still keep the very open feel. Also, apparently I didn't need the walls in the middle there. But just divide up the space just enough that it'll keep more of that lodge feel. So now we can bring in the dining space here-ish. We do have some stones on the property, so I'm going to grab those same stones. Which I think are the new horse ranch stones. I'm trying to match the color of this one. Okay. Just bring these inside. Alright, so just a little bit of separation of the space. And now here, we will do... Do I want to move this over? Alright, that's more of a straight line. Okay, we're good. It's called you Mega Nerd. Mega Nerd, so that's the highest sort of loyalty rank that there is. I think there's NPC, regular, nerd, and Mega Nerd. I don't remember, it was a while ago that I set those up. Okay, so in this space, I think I'm probably just going to stick with base game. That's usually what I do when I'm planning layouts, just so then it's very obvious that this is not like how it's supposed to stay. It should be changed in the future. But there's a nice dining area. Also, if we take a look at the grid, so to keep this space feeling open, but not too open, we're going to want about 2 tiles of space between things. To keep it really spacious feeling, we'd want 3. To keep it a little bit more condensed, we'd want only 1 tile. I think this will be good for kitchen dining though, and then over here we can pretty easily split this up into a couple of living spaces. A cozier living space over on this side, and something a little bit more casual over here. Possibly a library wall. You have been here for quite a few streams, Nocturnia. Waiting till you get a title to redeem your points. Nice. Okay. So over here, I think we'll do a living room facing this direction. I think I'm going to press F5 to enable... Oh, it is F5, not F4. I said F4 earlier. Oops, I gave somebody the wrong advice. F5 to do that. Oh, actually, let's center this with the window. Okay, so now I've got this, and then we can do Kelly, welcome in. Television sort of thing over on this side. So there's one nice living room area. I think a console table would work pretty well here as well. Put that there. And then over on this side, what would we put over here? Just walking right in the door. Definitely an entryway is nice. However, I like that it's sort of to the side right here. So I think we'll leave it on that side and use this space for more of an office, I think. Televisions. You have a little arrow with 4 because you're level 4 gifter, Monsty, and I thought that you said 4 televisions, and I was thinking not. Okay, so let's do desk. We'll grab a little bookshelf, little chair. Again, I know this looks ugly, but this is layout planning, not actual like decorations. No, we don't need 4 televisions. It is a beautiful house. The rug method from a rug can make a small space and visually separate it. I use the rug method a lot. I don't know if it's exclusive. I don't think it's like an exclusively a me thing, but it is definitely a method that I use frequently. So we do definitely have a very large open space here. However, I don't really want to extend the living room at all at this point. So I think I would leave it like this. The only way to really section this off anymore that I can see would be to add more walls, or we could add a chess table, something like that. Whose build are we fixing? This is just from the gallery. This is by WarCookie8689, who was asking for some help with figuring out a layout for the main floor. So we started out with just the kitchen. I added this slight divider, which brings in a lot of the rustic feel and still keeps it open. Initially, the request was for an open space, but I think that this is worth it, again, especially considering that it's more of a... Why did I have to paint both sides of that? That is weird. I've never had to do that before. Especially considering the more lodge style layout. I'm also going to replace the lighting because I can, and just grab these lights. So we can put another one of these over here, and over here, and in the entry area. And over the desk. Okay. So I think this is probably about how I'd split up that main floor. And then I'm not sure what this room is for, but I wasn't asked to grab it. Ash, welcome in. I love doing these videos. These are so fun. The wind blowing in through your windows, making the blind jiggle, the noise is real. Yeah, we have a similar issue with one of our windows, and it freaks me out at night when I'm working and just all of a sudden I hear rattling. Spooky. Okay, so upstairs we needed at least 2 bedrooms. No worries, we got plenty of space for this. The stairs is a little bit of a weird spot, but we can work around it, I think. Let's see. How shall we work around it? Because we could just leave this space open, which would be totally fine. I think the main thing that's throwing us off here is that this is only 1 tile, but the only way I could really see working around that would be making both of these areas bathrooms, and making this little cutout area for a shower, or we could just leave it open. So if we wanted to make them bathrooms, then we do something like this for this bathroom, and something like this for this bathroom. Oh, actually that'd have to extend even further. And I just don't think that that's going to work quite right, because then we still have to get a bedroom and everything in here, and I think it would be better to just leave it open and use it for just like a hallway space. This weird L-shaped bathroom would work better if the stairs were coming up in a different direction, but we really need this space to be open for our Sims to use the stairs. So instead, I think we'll pretty much split this and have the bedrooms be on this side. We can make a couple of very large bedrooms, which I think would be nice, and still have another bathroom, and still have this living space here. Perhaps we'll put those seasonal decoration boxes over here. Does this use seasons? I see a lot of produce, so I'm guessing seasons is involved. Oh. Yes, okay. I forgot the logo for seasons for a second. It's fine. So let's grab the... What is it called? I never remember. This. So this would be a good place for something like that. I think this is a decent... Like, these are pretty decently sized bedrooms, but this is a pretty spacious place. I'm confused. Okay, well, you know, it's not how I would solve a wind or a draft issue, but I guess you have to use the resources available to you. Alright, so 2 bedrooms, bathroom. Let's just throw down some furniture real quick to make sure these rooms aren't insanely large. Like walk-in closets. We could definitely do that. Where would it make the most sense? Closets are a good idea. Nope, I'm clicking all the wrong things. There we go. Does this build use get together? Yes, okay. Nifty nifty. So then we can grab this and place one in this room and one in this room. Cool, and now we have 2 bedrooms with a couple of closets and plenty of space. Also, it's very obvious that one of them is slightly larger, one is slightly smaller. Sometimes it's nice to have that division, depending, of course, on your family structure. Love giving you Sims walk-ins. I forget about them frequently. Plus, I've heard that they're bugged right now, and if you place them inside a wall, they cannot be used for woohoo, which obviously defeats the whole purpose of having a closet. So, like, don't know what the deal is with that. Let's grab a couple of beds. Oh yeah, this is plenty of space. It's huge, but it's not, like, obnoxiously huge. Very nice. Okay, I think that'll work for that. And then this can be another bathroom space. I think everybody's just using the same walls everywhere right now. So we'll paint those. I think this is about what I do for this space then. Upstairs, probably games and activities sort of thing. Maybe we'll grab like a foosball table, since we already know that they're using that pack. If I can find it. Or wait, would it be in games? Oh yeah, it's in here. Right, so just like a nifty little game and activity space up here, I think. Oh yeah, well perfect, I don't want to call you who you are in the thing, just in case you're trying to lay low, you know? The safe from Get Famous. Yes, there is a safe from Get Famous. Never heard of the things we're using? Interesting. So these closets, here, I'll show you where they are. So this one's called Perfect Size Closet, but there are a few of them. These are from Get Together, and you can use these to try on outfits with your Sims. You can woohoo in them, which is obviously the most important part. Plus, you can just use them like normal dressers and play in outfits and all that jazz. So... Oh, missed a wall. How embarrassing. I think this is what I'm going to upload for floor plan suggestion. So downstairs, we added, basically, all this was here. We added the rest of the things. I like this layout though. Not sure, again, this was addressed, but not exclusively, so I don't think I'm supposed to touch that one. So I'm going to leave that one alone. And then upstairs, the main concern was working around that staircase, which I think we did fairly well. Can you tell me how to enjoy playing Sims 4 with packs, with or without packs? Because with packs, there are so many different things that you can do, but without packs, I build a lot. You can build some really good base game stuff. You can also look up challenges or use custom content if you're just looking for more content. Challenges that I like to play are things like the Big Sister Challenge, Rags to Riches style challenges. Just basically making my sim as miserable as possible. That's sort of how I like to play with gameplay when I'm not building. Still can't talk and type at the same time. Okay, so we'll put this up on the gallery, leave a quick comment. That'll be good. Do I use packs? I use... It depends. It so depends. I do a lot of base game stuff, but I also like to use packs. It just so totally depends on the day, the build, the budget, so many things. Okay, so there's that. And if you'd like to see this build originally, here it was, Big Bear Ranch. And we could take a quick look. Oh no, we can't. The trees are in the way. Well, never mind about that. I think those are spelled right. I guess we'll find out later. This is a really nice build though. I really like this one. It's really cool. I've been inspired. Oh my goodness. No separation between Perfect Storm and Mozzarella Marmalade. Okay, so I'll just call you whatever I feel like then. Added to the queue. Yes, nobody's on the queue right now. So if anybody has one, the queue is fully open. Tech Junior letting us know about memberships. Perfect. Everything and nothing all at once. Fair enough. A gene mysterious enough. You were on the internet during the cheeseburger era. You're too broken for edges. Oh no. I'm sorry. Marmalade, so... Ash, I'm live on YouTube as well, so if you hear me talking to people that aren't here, that's why we're on both. Oh my gosh, we've got 100 people here on TikTok. Hello everybody on TikTok. Listen, we're fixing your builds live on stream today, so if any of you have a build that is just struggling, roofing, layout, landscaping, ponds, floor color, like literally anything in build mode goes, just let me know your gallery ID, lot title, and what you need help with. It's the bachelor pad, the living room is, we'll see. Okie dokie. Marmalade like the builder. I don't think so. No. Perfect. I do not. I'm gonna go with no on that one. Plus, I think her gallery is a completely different thing. Anyway, Laffy, you do a lot of stuff, so I can just click your name like this. I don't even have to type it in, so I appreciate that. So the bachelor pad, maybe? Well, we'll let it think about it. Do bachelor pad. Oh wait, I think we've looked at this one. Not a roof. So we're looking at the living room, the cliff on the hillside thing, 50-40 and... okay. Jump in our plane. You seen bigger builders jumping in people's YouTubes lately? Ooh, that would... I think I would have a panic attack if anybody that I recognized jumped into my chat. Oh, I have a couple of people who I consider friends on TikTok, and even when they jump in, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a content creator. They're a big deal. I'm freaking out. Where am I going? Here. Ha! We got this. I don't exist. The voice in Sam's head, despite what she tell you. Never been live on YouTube. Thanks, Gabe. Appreciate that. Get famous world on the hill cliffside thing, and I think it was a 50-40, and there's... oh, there are two 50-40s. Let's do this one. 84 sentences started, none of them finished, but you're not a secretly builder. Yes. Oh, yeah. No, sorry. There is a builder called Marmalade, and we were trying to figure out if it was you, and I'm pretty sure it's not you. So I just went ahead and said it's not you, and I'm distracted. And I know me stuttering and stumbling over my words is completely foreign. Okay, Laffy, Giraffe, jumping over to... oh, it was right there. Well, now I have to wait because I clicked the thing. James Turnley. I didn't really notice it's some supply. James Turner is a large reason I'm even on the internet. Perfect. So, if you do something in the living room on the first floor, we will do our best. I probably put it on the wrong lot, but that's okay. It's a risk I'm willing to take. Well, and also James Turner was briefly the Sim Supply, formerly known as James Turner, formerly known as the Sim Supply, formerly known as the Sim Supply, because of the whole like YouTube doing the like handle change thing. James Turner's with Legacy. So I started watching James Turner like 5 years ago while I was pregnant. And I thought they were dating, but they were just like BFFs. And then her boyfriend did something stupid, I guess. I don't know the details, but then they started dating, and I was like, yes. Because they're just, oh my gosh. Both of them have been so much happier in their content, and I'm just like, go you guys. Is this Laffy? Is this what we're doing today? Just learned that today. No, they're both fantastic. Curing the resin, your tiny ice cream craft with forever. Oh no, I've heard resin can be tricky. You're so sorry. You better be sorry. What is this? Okay, so Laffy, tell me, what is the goal? Do we have a goal, or is this just for me to look at and cry today? I'm sorry. Just the diagonal part is technically living room. Okay, so this is what we're focusing on, is a diagonal living room under what? Can you explain this? Daddy issues does not explain the staircase. Okay, we should probably be nice. I do try to be nice to people sometimes, so we should probably be nice to Laffy. Okay, so here's the deal. With how large this room is, only this area being the living room just does not make any sense with the scale of the space. It would make so much more sense to move the living room over into this larger area, because this is otherwise just absolutely completely useless. Is this The Sims? This is The Sims. This is The Sims 4. We are fixing builds live on stream. Today we are trying to figure out whatever this is, and we're giving Laffy a bit of a rough time. But Laffy is a regular, so... It's, you know what, it's worth laughing at. It's okay. Alright, let's see. Use platform for the staircase. That's a good idea. Do I have permission to adjust the staircase? Spiral staircases and toasters? Facts. Also, welcome in, Shandy. I don't know if I said hi to you yet. Never tried. Well, perfect. Of course I never try to be nice to you. They're rough. Every build you ever made was stairs like this, but why? Okay, so we can change the stairs. I don't know why we don't have toasters, but also I'm afraid of what the modders would do with that. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these stairs, and we are going to do better stairs. We can probably still make them fit like this general shape. We just, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, hang on. Did you know that if you draw a room with the basement tool, it just draws on the level below? It doesn't necessarily draw a basement. So by copying this, now I know exactly where the stairs need to be. So we can raise this with a platform a few times. We'll adjust the couch. Don't worry, I plan on moving all of that anyway. Also, Laffy, if I'm being too mean to you, you can tell me to shut up. I give you full permission. We can fix the stairs. Yeah, no, we'll adjust the stairs. I think we're gonna rearrange. I'll try to keep the same stuff in here. We're just gonna rearrange it to try to utilize the space a wee bit better. Okay, so that obviously is not tall enough. Goodbye, stairs. So my goal is to have this be fairly tall so that we can get our stairs more or less just isolated to right here. This will provide a much better division of space. There we go. And now we can actually do something a little bit better with this, I think. Move this way. Oh, did I move it? I didn't mean to move it. I meant to copy it. No, don't remove the floor. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Hang on. Miss The Sims so much. You played the first one. I've pretty much well, I've played Sims 3 a touch, but not really any of the other ones. I'd like to someday though. You lost your Sims game, you wonder if it's on the new Xbox. It is on Xbox. The base game itself is free. This is relaxing. Well, Callie, I'm glad some of us are relaxed, because I'm not. It's fine. Okay. So, by hopefully utilizing platforms, we can sort of get our stairs to be exactly the shape we want, and again, provide a little bit more of a unique, or not a unique, of a solid division of space here, which I think will do us well here. Laffy, I do love you. You provide us so much content. The build you made in the past makes this look like a Forbes mansion. Oh no. Where did you get toasters? You messed it up so bad where every textures in the games turn into different stages of toast. That would be hilarious, actually. Ashley, welcome. Basement pool windows. Basement pool windows are fun. Just a little bit stressed. It's okay. I think that this will be helpful. I like the platform idea. I like dividing this up. We could even, in theory... Hang on. I need more platforms. Divide this up a little bit further and still have almost the same idea where we are having multiple levels of stair. Just make it a little bit better. Right, like if we still really, really wanted to have these different stair levels. No! Betrayal. You know what? Fine. We're going back to where we had it. Nope, come back. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna save. We are gonna save. Sometimes you want to be nice to your Sims in your first... Oh, you weren't nice to your Sims? I think we have all had days where we're not nice to our Sims. Sims won't climb through the ceiling. Yes. So that is one of the reasons I tried to outline this space. So we can also grab this... No. Fence, please. And then remove the floor. So now we've got that. That should be all well and good. So same shape upstairs. We haven't messed with upstairs at all. We've just given ourselves a little bit more of a solid thing to work with here. I think that that'll be good. Okay. The next issue is we need to move our activities and actually move the living room to be over on this side. We have such big, lovely windows over here. If we're going to start with the rug method, this is a pretty small rug for this amount of space. We can get it to work if we wanted to, but I might look for a slightly larger rug. Tiffany, thank you so much for the follow. What platform do you use? I play on PC. I can't give you like an exact brand or anything because my husband built it out of spare parts, but I do play on PC running Windows, and it's been a delightful time. What pack is this rug from? Get Famous. Okay. I think is there another Get Famous rug as well? Or am I thinking of a different pack? I may just be thinking of a different pack. Okay, you know what? Let's just get some basics down here. Because I don't want a significantly larger rug, just a little bit bigger. Like this is too big. This one's too big. Do I even want something bigger, or are there too many patterns? Maybe that's the issue. Alright. Here we go. Something nice and solid. So we're going to take this nice solid object. We're going to bring our furnitures over here. We're going to make sure that they are all touching the rug so they do not look like they are floating islands. We'll center it between these windows here. We're going to move your lights as well. There's your chair. There's our coffee table with your tissue box. Here are these speakers? Modern event speakers? Alrighty then. I think we're going to move these away a little bit. Oh, I didn't even see the microphone there just because the pattern and the color blended into the floor. Let's move this over here now. PC is the best version. Here's the thing. Unfortunately, PC has everything and console seems to really struggle with having anything, which is just weird. Okay, so we'll work on this a little bit more, but in general, having this larger, more square space is just going to make more sense for a living area. We could make this larger, or we can just work on taking up more of this space. For example, placing the piano here with a rug so that it takes up more space visually would make sense, because then we could have the sound sort of traveling into the rest of the house. I think that would be good. Oh no, there are too many people talking. Hang on, I'm gonna catch up with YouTube chat real quick. Your network sucks and the streams run smoother on YouTube than TikTok. Interesting. It seems to be a mix depending on people's internet providers, which is fun. Underwater biodome house and made a floor. That sounds so fun. This would mean do it. Ah, come on. No, it sounds like a good time. All the stress when we loaded in. We're gonna get through it though. We're gonna get through it. When the shell challenge is over, we're gonna have to counter this. I'm so excited. We only have a few days left before I can look at your shell entries, and I'm so excited. It was a different rug. We don't have that pack. Oops. Plain white one. He's a rich boy. Needs rich boy activities. We will work on that. His first game or console and PC are the same game. Oh, interesting. There's a TV on the diagonal wall. I'll have to go find that. You play on console, no mods, and no CC. You can get some CC art from the gallery, but used to use console PC art. So yeah, see, I've never really played console games. The only console we had in my house was a Wii for a couple of years. So just the controls, they trip me up all the time. I'm so much better at a keyboard. Console got story games before, or bare minimum. Oh yeah, fair. This is excessive. It's a little bit excessive. Okay, so anyway, chat has been caught up. This is a television. Somehow my brain was telling me that was a window. This is no. Okay, that is movie theater room. This is not movie theater space. You're fired. Okay, we are going to grab a more sensible television that will actually suit the size of our living space. And if you want to add a movie room, you could... Is this a bathroom? I feel mean again. You know what? If you wanted a movie theater room, you could shrink this down to just a few tiles and add a theater. You could put the projector in there. But that's good. Okay, so there's our living room. I think I'm going to put 2 chairs side by side there. That'll bring a little bit more balance to the universe. And there's our piano. Piano definitely needs a rug under it. Because the piano is a large solid object, I wouldn't actually mind using one of the more patterned rugs. I think that would be fine. Let's see if I can bring back the one that we had. What swatch is it? This one. Right, like I think this would be fine for the piano because it's a busy and then a solid. I should see the upstairs bathroom in the basement. Do I want to? I feel like I don't want to. Also, you have very small lamps. You can go ahead and use taller lamps than this, or longer lamps, or basically any lamps other than these giant square things. Okay. So, now we have zones. We're using the rug method. We have zones. We've got the furniture arrangement is going to make a little bit more sense. What else should we do? We obviously still have to fix the stairs, but that's okay. We'll get there in a second. So over on this side, I'm going to move the game over here. This will block some of the noise. We can move the chess table to be over in this area. I think that would make a little bit more sense as well. This is a lovely shelf. I'm going to leave you alone. The microphone, let's see, music stuff should all stick together. Microphone can go over here. Will the singer stand next to the pianist? Over here maybe? I don't know. Umbrella rack should not be right in front of the door. Move this. Alright, so we're moving games to be over in this area. We can add like a cool art here instead. That might be good. Will the sim even be able to get onto the couch? Yes. So Sims actually don't need that much space to walk. They only need about a quarter of a tile space. So we could remove the tables or adjust the furniture further, but they will be able to walk through over on this side just fine. Or we could scooch it back a bit, get rid of one of the chairs, but overall, yes, this space should still be plenty accessible. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna find just find an art of some sort. No. See, and then the other thing is a lot of the base game art just doesn't size up very nicely, which is a bummer. Could you use... Here. No, man, that's still too big. Look. You could have something else obnoxious over here, okay? Just not a projector. Moving this back over here. So anyway, I think this is about what I'm going to do layout-wise. Now, for your stairs... I don't remember which stairs you had. If you still wanted the open stairs, we can do that. We're just going to change out the platform trim. I think do we have vertical black? We do. Okay, that'll be good there. Of course, now we're just having issues, but that's fine. Is that good? Okay, well, now we gotta go get our platform trim back. The platform. It's a setup, for sure. We could extend this if we wanted to adjust any of this to make an actual landing with like a chair or something on it. That could be fun. Otherwise, we could just stick with just a railing. Actually, wait, what one did you use upstairs? Use this light up glass one. Does this have a... No. Tech just laughed, and I don't know why, but I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm currently doing. For whatever reason, this fence doesn't have a railing, or if it does... Oh, it does have a railing. I just wasn't looking at the right packs. Why does it keep removing my platform? I am so very sad. Alright, well, anyway. We're going to try and put that there. Now we've got under here. We can use this for something interesting if you would like. More plants. Literally anything remotely interesting. Bam. Did it. Cecilia, thank you for the rose. Doing excellent. I'm trying. Tight living room. It is still a tight living room. You could definitely expand this further if you wanted to. You don't want to go too much larger than this, though, just because at some point it would be better to split it into multiple living spaces. But here's hopefully a slightly improved version of your stairs, a slightly improved version of your game, a slightly improved version of your layout. And I don't really know if I want to see the basement. I know there should be a bigger plant, but... Oh no. Oh no. No. Okay. We have a waiting room. Pool windows. This is... Not even pool windows are going to save this one. I'm so sorry. We're not touching this. We are going back upstairs. Okay. We have an upstairs as well. Wow. Okay. So, to prove my point, sometimes just the rug is just too big. Sometimes the space is just too big. Oh, Tech was doing the build cat. I can't even see it right now. Oh, there it is. It is on screen. Okay, yay. So anyway, we have a cat now. You can redeem your points if you want to put a cat on the screen. Okay, this is rough. The windows are gone. Okay, that doesn't help. Bowling alleys? Maybe. Maybe we could do bowling alleys. Okay, anyway, well, that's a house. I don't think I can save this one. We'd have to demolish this and start over. Well, I'll put it back on the gallery for your consideration, I suppose.
Emotional damage!
I have been permanently damaged. Permanently damaged by this. Okay, Alright, there you go. That's what I've got for you. Managed to break Sam. It's not like it's a challenge. It's not like it's a challenge. Okay, well, Effie, say hello to your fiance for me. Congratulations. Hopefully your real life house is much nicer than, or at least a little bit better space planning than this one. Overall, I can appreciate the direction it's trying to go. Might be an interesting challenge to rebuild it someday. If you do that, please let me know. Just use some of my videos first. The basement, make it smaller so it's... Yeah, sure. Laffy has produced some very interesting things for us. Alright, well, the queue is clear, so if anybody else has any builds they'd like some help with, you can go ahead and let me know by dropping your gallery ID and lot title. I don't think we have any other new things under the hashtag right now, although I can reload it just to be sure. Yeah, so I think we're all caught up on all the hashtags and everything. I do plan to still do some of these streams in the fall, however, it's probably only going to be once or twice a month instead, which I think is good. Pleasure doing content with you. Well, thank you, Laffy. So, we still will be doing them. It's been interesting, because some streams are like swamped, and then other streams like this is just a little bit more relaxed. Hopefully that played properly. Yep, okay. Well, I'm glad all this is working. And also taking spots, you got a pond to work on? Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. Why not? Let's just cry more at your things. But no, the queue is empty aside from Laffy, but build something quick to show us a tip. Tech could make some builds and then we would all die. Oh, there's an idea. Wait a minute. No, wait, I can't. Rats, I really want to do a stream where I just go to my oldest builds and roast them. However, right now the gallery is so busted that at one point everything just starts doubling and I can't actually get to my old builds, which is really, really annoying. Like I can't, you know, like I can't get to my old builds to roast them. I don't even know if I can I sort? I can't even sort, really. I can sort by most popular, but that's not helpful because the gross ones aren't popular. So, yeah. Oh wait, or is this working? Hang on. Are we gonna find old gross things? Or are they doubling again? They might be doubling again. Yeah, they're doubling again. Rats. Very sad. Very sad. The gallery needs so much help. So much help. Alright, anyway, I guess we'll just cry at Laffy stuff some more. But yeah, we could also just, I don't know, build random stuff. We've got a whole stream to do. I think we've looked at this one, look at the pond, or have I just seen this one? Maybe we didn't do this one. I do know where the slot is though, at least I think I do. Maybe we don't. Let you check your old builds. I really, really wanted to do a stream like that, but I don't have the old builds because I can't scroll back that far, and I think I've replaced every single lot in this save so many times that we don't really have anything to go with there. Go from there? I don't know. Prepositions. I think this is the secret cottage lot. I guess we're gonna find out. This one's better. I don't trust you. Do not trust you. Doop doop doo. Don't even have to go inside if I'm too scared. Well, thank you. How sweet. Okay. Let's place the slot and take a look. Do I do apartments? Absolutely I do apartments. That would be fun. If everybody's just completely complacent with their builds and nobody has any problems, then we could totally go do some apartment stuff. Unless you have an apartment, I can also look at apartments. But apartments are really fun to talk about layout strategies. Okay, so I think this is the pond. This is a very nice shape, actually. So I think there are two things that we need to do to make this just like perfect. Step one, terrain paint. I know you're shocked. I never touch terrain paints. Grab yourself some terrain paint, make it nice and soft, and just paint around your pond. Make sure you paint all the way under your pond. So there's step one. Step two is to grab the smooth terrain tool, make it all the way soft, all the way slow. We're going to shrink that down a little bit, and then just sort of circle around our pond a couple of times. And that will help quite a bit. It's still looking kind of sharp on this side, so we might need a little bit more smoothing, but that should help some of that. You could also bring the water up, I think, in this. Oh, nope, I lied. You don't want to do that. Oh no. Hang on. I'll put you back where you belong. Nope. This is just, you know what? We're gonna start over. We're gonna grab a different duck because that duck is being wrong. That's all I wanted is just to put a duck on the water. It is just absolutely refusing to go on the water, isn't it? Well, that's exciting. That shouldn't be happening. Huh. Cool. Anyway, so that's how I try to work with your pond. Unfortunately, the duck is floating and there's nothing really I can do about that. Get your ducks in a row. I'm trying. Well, the thing is that this will actually move the base of the animation, so the animated ducks will actually be floating. The only way to really fix that at this point would be make the pond larger, which just isn't going to work with the rest of what's happening here. Plus, this is already overlapping the pond, so you probably are going to have your cow or llama standing in the pond, so there's not much else we want to do there. Beyond this, though, it's just a question of landscaping, which is same as always, but making sure that you paint under your pond and smooth those edges out helps a lot. Let's do apartment stuff. You have a platform apartment that needs attention. Awesome. What is your gallery D? You're still working on uploading it? Okay, cool. Landscaping. Landscaping is fun. So I was trying to think of a nicer way to say that a while ago. And so I came up with cast it in the blasted basket because that's not actually swearing. So those are my pond tips. Smooth it and use train paint. But yeah, we can definitely talk apartments. Apartments is a great place to practice layout. Just because it's like already in like a condensed space. Your apartment from hell, you have an artist who loves painting. Spent all the time in the entrance in the bedroom is bare. Oh no. Really want a panic attack? I'm not interested in a panic attack today. We're gonna go over to the nice apartments and we're gonna take a look at some apartments. Where shall we go? I know we're waiting for an upload, so let me know when that's ready. Let's talk about how to upload apartments, actually, because this is an adventure in and of itself. Nice, gentle apartments. Apartments are so fun. You don't have any of those? So this is all City Living. City Living has apartments, and Eco Lifestyle has apartments as well. So if you're ready to upload an apartment, I think this is an EA one because I just assume that it is. You can't upload an apartment like as a thing. So traditionally what we do as builders is we turn on move objects, which I already have on. And then if you press B and hold control, you can remove walls. So what you're going to do is press control and remove the walls everywhere that there's a door. This is sort of like the way to do it. Then click on an external wall and you'll notice that the whole thing now identifies as a room, which is fantastic. This is what we need. So once you have also why where the door is, because that just sort of keeps the door. So that's how we go. So then you're going to go into here and click save room. I always recommend using the actual address when you upload it. So this would be 1310 Chic Street, right? That's not how we spell chic. There we go, 1310 21 Chic Street. You can rotate the direction of your photo here. You can change the room type here, which doesn't matter as much with an apartment because again, there's not like an actual apartment type. I generally just leave it as whatever it thinks it is. You can type your description here, explain what you did. Maybe you made this into a 4-bedroom by some magic. And then when you upload it as a room, everybody kind of knows that to find a complete apartment, you find a room. And then when you place it, it will look like this. All you have to do is put the walls back and then grab your eyedropper tool and repaint them. So that is how you upload and download apartments in the game. Now that we still don't have apartment as a lot type, which is just so dumb. Renaming it Gabe's Apartment from Hell. Oh, great. Watching gameplay tips on gardening lately. Oh, fun. So yes, it is basically done as a room because we don't actually have apartments as a type of anything, so it's just a room, and then you put it back, you paint your walls. Is it a pain? Yeah, but it's better than uploading it and downloading it room by room, which is another way that some people do it. is they just take an apartment, split it up into rooms, and upload every single room, and which this one would be 4 rooms then. That is too many. That is too many. Let's see. Ooh, also, frequently if a builder wants there to be platforms, they will make notes in the video description. In the lot description, or the room description rather, of like where the floor is red, increase the platform height 1, because platforms count as individual rooms as well. So if you ever see an apartment with weirdly colored floor, that's probably what it is it was supposed to be platforms, but you can't upload it with platforms. And again, I have an apartment, but it's older, and I don't know if I could get it to show up to show you. Let's try. We wait for Gabe's apartment from hell. So it should be uploaded as a room. Oh, this one. Yeah, okay. So you can kind of see it here. I have red floor over here and green floor over here, and it just doesn't quite work with the rest of the floor. So I wrote down here, to restore the original vision, raise the green carpeted area up 1, the blue down 1, and the red down 2. This was the only way I could upload it with platforms, and you would want to try to move objects first. So that way this living room would actually be sunk down, the kitchen would be elevated. It's actually a pretty fun apartment. This is one of my more favorite ones. But that's why apartments have weird colored floors sometimes. Oh no. I'm sorry. Let's see. Do we have other build questions? Oh, also, our mysterious channel benefactor, philanthropist friend, who prefers to remain anonymous, has given me another pack code to give away. It is PC only, but it is Horse Ranch. So, around 11 o'clock, I'll probably take a break. And then when I come back from break, we're going to give away another copy of Horse Ranch. It is PC only, but you have to be on YouTube. Why won't your Sims stay asleep? It could be just a bug, because of course that's what happens sometimes. Or it could be you might have a radio on or a TV playing that you didn't turn off. How much platform is 2 steps worth? So every time you click a platform up 1 or down 1, that's like 1 step, 1 stair, 1... like it's all sort of the same level sort of thing. Let's see. This is a very small apartment. Let's go somewhere else. Another reason you won't switch to PC at this point is because you want to own everything on console and you don't want to rebuy. Fair. Denny, welcome in. You have everything on and you restarted the game. That's weird. I don't know. Got one for you. Castle in the past. No idea where you went wrong with it. What is your gallery ID? I could, if it is just called Castle, that does sound pretty unique. Maybe I can find it by that. In the past. Nope. Nope, not hashtag. Account ID. I have the castle. I'm gonna guess it's this one. So this is for a 5040. Is this Newcrest? It's hard for me to guess in the winter, but generally if there's a city in the background, I assume Newcrest. Because I don't think there's a 5040 here that we can build in. Okay, yay. So go over to a 5040. Are you a 5040? Yay. We'll build here. Just move them there. Yep, I'm trying to get better at guessing the right lot so that I can actually, you know, get the builds on the right lot or whatever. But sometimes it's tricky. Sometimes I don't remember which, like, what's where, but then, like, the New World, the fences are so obvious. Okay. Oh, this was where we were doing the townhouse last time. The castle furnished. And wait. There we go. Okay. One build mode item has been substituted. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. Alrighty. This is, well, From the top down, this is a very, very unique shape. So I'm curious to see what the inside is looking like. Oh, there's not much going on inside, actually. Just a layout. Interesting. It included Dine Out. Oh yeah. Dine Out has been funded, but I do try to purchase packs on sale when I can. So thank you to everybody on Coffee for helping us fund that pack. And then I'll either pick it up in the next couple of weeks or see if there's a sale. Yes, A-frame houses. We can talk about A-frame houses. A-frame houses are so fun. The furniture disappeared? Oh, there was supposed to be furniture. Hang on. Let me make sure I actually have... I have move objects on. Let me try placing it again. Because it says I'm missing from Vintage Glamour, Spooky, and Dine Out, but I don't feel like that should be everything. No, this looks empty though. We'll try again anyway, but I don't see any furniture in the other way. What? Oh no, Gabe, no! Oh no. That is tragic. I'm sorry. Alright, well, it still says one item has been substituted, so I'm still not sure. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is not a roastier build. However, the just amount of angles and weird corners is not going to be conducive for sorting out floor plans and things. So, like layout-wise, right, you just have a lot of diagonal walls in here, which is going to make this be pretty difficult to turn it into anything other than just a casual living space. This is, I assume this was your kitchen, because this is the only shape that would make some sort of sense for a kitchen, and even then, it would make even more sense if you could bring this out. Like this is, these longer walls are going to be better for kitchen spaces. It's just quite the shape. I do like this separated tower thing that you have going on here. That is really, really cool. Oh, I guess I'll put the walls back. And then up top for the roof, I mean, we could do a better roof if we'd like. Roasty, you're dumb. Just the issue of all the very different wall shapes that aren't connecting very well. So you'd want to try to close this space in with as many straight walls as possible, probably just sort of draw a wall like this and connect that, which would help this shape make a little bit more sense as well. It'll feel more even. Even back here with the octagon, maybe widen the hallway, again, bringing the kitchen out. Just give yourself a few fewer inward areas and try to make everything, like if you're going to wrap it with a string, you want as few gaps between the string and the rest of the house as possible, because it'll make a little bit of a mess. And then upstairs, just having everything separated. It looks really cool, but I'm not sure about the practicality. It does look really cool though. Like, I like the shape. It's just different and odd, and I don't think I've seen a castle particularly in this shape before. Also, I assume there used to be some sort of roof or something over here, and you don't just have floating platform or floating columns. Let's see. So what if we just went through and we squared some stuff off? So we would square off this front room here. We're going to square off whatever this room is. We are going to square off the kitchen. I'll put this wall back though. We can have the octagon in the middle. That's not going to be as big of a deal. And then this hallway, it would read better as just a solo hallway if you added another door at the end. That will make this feel like a more solid room. And then this room over here, again, if we wanted to keep this sort of octagon at the side, I'd probably try to bring some more wall out. Something like this. That'll help that shape read a little bit better as well. And then from the back, I don't mind this as much. I might do something like this though. Well, it'd be really cool if this wanted to be a room. There we go. Just add another square corner to that room as possible. And then pretty much match that same shape upstairs. And keep going up. Let me grab our bricks or whatever these are. So it is a little bit more of a boring shape, but it'll be a lot easier to sort of put things together. Just columns to be fancy. Nice. Also, like again, I don't mind this, like room sitting on top of here, but it doesn't look very centered because you have a 2-wall diagonal here and just a 1-wall diagonal here. So if we were to even just extend this like so, and sort of, oop, hang on, since we're not too terribly pressed about keeping everything perfect here. Alright, so now it's more visually centered. Not perfectly, we still have a lot of stuff to sort of move around, but this idea of having this square room on top of the tower, it's cool. It would just look better if there was more sense with the lines. Let's see if this will help. Nope. There we go. Okay. There we go. So now I've got that straight line going right on up. Everything feels centered and a little bit more stacked. Still learning how to place items, like planning floor plans and stuff. Let's see. I like a lot of these elements here. I like your floating tower. I like the sky bridge and everything over here. But I think you've really shot yourself in the foot, as it were, with some of the angles and things on this build. Again, just like the laffies with the giant living room, I think this is a really awesome shape, and it's definitely worth a rebuild, just with a few more right angles. She's a witch, she's rich and fancy. Fair enough. You feel the vibe now? Ashley, oh, I think I might have missed you heading out, but have a lovely night. I hope that you sleep well, and have a great day at work. Okay. So, I think that's about what I've got for that one. Add a few more right angles, but I really like a lot of what's going on here. So I think you'll be able to rebuild this in a much better way with just a few right angles, and not adding stuff just to be fancy. Making sure everything has a purpose is part of the elegance of a build as well. Also, last thing, because it's bothering me, you want to grab a floor trim and place it on this room. Maybe this room too? Nope, doesn't want to go there. Okay, never mind. So that'll hide that little like white gap thing. I really like this. This is really cool. I hope that you rebuild it. And maybe put the furniture back, because I'm curious what the vision inside as well. That's floor. Oh yeah, so let's talk about floor trims and freezes, and then we'll work on that A-frame as well. So if you click this area here, the lower one is exterior trims. This goes wherever a floor is. So there's a floor here, so we can put it here. There's a floor here, so we can put it here. There's a floor here, so we can put it here. But over here, there's technically not a floor, so we can't put it there. Then we've got freezes. Freezes go on the top of a wall. So anywhere there's a wall, we can put a freeze. So we can put one here, or at the top up here. But because there's not a floor up there, we can't put a floor trim up there. So that's sort of the difference there. A little bit more before you pass out. Well, I hope that you sleep well. Okay, you're gonna modify it. Lots of witchy plants in a cauldron room. Ooh, that does sound fun. I've been inspired. You guys are inspiring me tonight, which is fun. I'm going to jump over to this slot now, and we can talk about A-frames. A-frames are a good time. There we go. Okay, so this slot was not my build. This was one that we worked on last week. Steal some elements for the elevated tower. It's a really cool tower. I really like it. I think a few more right angles and slightly more condensed room sizes will help a lot. Even with a rich witch, you know, the room sizes still need to make some sense. Okay, so again, this is not my build. This was something we're working on last week, talking about how to add a little bit more depth to something that otherwise is very, very flat. But the basics of building an A-frame, there are a couple of different ways. The way that this builder decided to do it was to actually place all of their rooms and then add sort of very tall roof pieces on either side like so. The way that I tend to do an A-frame though is a little bit different. So let's just go ahead and bulldoze the lot. Morgan, you're going to steal that idea too. It's a good idea. So typically how I will build an A-frame is I'll start with my base layer, a nice big rectangle, and then I'll go up and build 2 tiles in, but the same length. So it'll look like this. I also prefer using short walls. And then to get the shape, we're going to grab a half gable and place on the side. If you're playing on PC, hold Alt and then push in so it's only 2 tiles wide. This will keep the height, which just makes everything a lot easier. So we place that, and then copy and place it on the other side as well. Rotate it first. There we go. And then at the top, we'll grab a gable, pitch it up so that it matches there. And that's how I prefer to make my A-frames. This way, when we go down, we actually still see the roof on either side, and it's not like clipping up over the rest of the build. So that's usually how I put my A-frames together. A-frames can also be fun to add skylights in the side, which you can do by splitting up your half gable roof piece into a few different sections, and then in the middle section you just add a glass texture. It can also be helpful to bring the eaves in on this one and hold Alt to pitch it down just a little bit. This will help it be sort of tucked in a little bit better. If you want it to be bigger, you can pull back the eaves on the pieces around it. And if you want it to be smaller, you'll just cover it up with the other eaves as well. But then you have a nice skylight sort of showing down into your room. Steal it, can even download the castle and do whatever. Oh yeah, make a pyramid and start a sim cult. Good luck, have fun. Discowismad, welcome in. Thank you, Laffy. A-frames are fun. A-frames are fun. And then if you decided you wanted a taller one, you could adjust the wall height, like so, and then you would want to adjust the size and pitch of the roofs to the side as well. So we could do something more like this, where we're going to pull everything in and do a 3-tile roof piece. I'm just going to get rid of the top piece for a second. 3-tile roof piece, and then make sure that we're adjusting the pitch to match again, something like that. Or we could leave it at 2 tiles wide and make something really, really steep. More like, hang on. There we go, more like this. So the traditional slope of an A-frame is, I believe, 60 degrees. And if you make them too steep on the side, they're just going to be super pointy at the top like a pencil. So that's why I tend to use short wall height and just a 2-tile wide half gable roof piece. BB, welcome in. It's a Christmas tree house. It does kind of look like a Christmas tree house. Can we show how to build a dormer? Absolutely. I'm going to get rid of this one and do a quick little base house to work on a dormer. So let's say we have our house and we have a roof. Our roof is very boring and we would like to add a dormer. Typically you could just grab the room tool and sort of draw it into your roof like this, and then you'll grab a roof piece to place on top. In this case I'm going to use a half gable, but of course it totally depends on whatever you're building. And then you'll pitch that down so that it sort of blends into the roof piece of the main house. And there's your dormer. If you would like this to be accessible, you will want to make it a little bit bigger, and I can show you that one next. So to make it a little bit bigger looking, you'll pull it further out to the wall so you can see this lines up. To make it look a little bit smaller, you just push it back. Adorable. The shape and what you roof it with really depends a lot on the build. This would be something you'd see on possibly a farmhouse, something more in the craftsman lane. Probably would be a half gable like this. Suburbans more traditionally have a front-facing gable. Secret rooms are fun. Sometimes we build secret rooms and then we forget about them. Now, if you would like a usable attic space, let's talk about that one. So, to create a usable attic space, it's really handy if you just stick with short walls and then draw your room 3 tiles in from the side. Now this is only a 2-tile wide attic, so I'm going to make my base house a little bit bigger. And the reason you want it 3 tiles in is because that way if you just place the default half gable roof piece, it is the exact same height and it won't actually clip in. And then all you have to do is place another gable on top. Again, you don't have to mess with the pitch at all if you leave 3 tiles of space and use the short wall height. And now it looks like a gable roof, but is in fact 2 half gables, a gable on top, and a short wall height room. And then this will be really easy to add dormers to as well. We're going to grab our little room tool. We're going to pull our little dormer out. Nope, that is the wrong button. That's still the wrong button. There we go. Have our little dormer, and we can grab our little roof piece, pull it in so that it matches up, and it's adorable. Bam. Usable attic. If you decided that you wanted your attic space to be larger or smaller or whatever, let's say that I want it to be all the way out here, then you're going to have a little bit of an issue with the roof. So you're going to need to bring this down to only 1 tile wide and then pitch it up so that the base of your roof matches up with the top of the wall there. So here we can see it's a little bit too tall. Our roof wall is showing a smidge above. So need to pitch that down a little bit. There-ish. Now the issue with doing that obviously is if we want to match this pitch, that is going to, I don't even know if I can make it that tall. That's going to be a little bit too tall. If you wanted to do something like that, a gambrel roof shape would be a good option, which would be this, with the steep on the side and then the slightly more shallow on the top. But yeah, overall, 3 tiles away from the edge, wherever you're going to have a roof piece, and short wall height, easiest possible way. Yay. And a window looking out for the person trapped in there, facts. Putting basic furniture into the remake so you know where everything goes. Sounds good. Yeah, so this is generally how I'll make attic spaces, because the other option, let me split this in half so we can finish talking about attics, and I think I saw some more messages come through on TikTok as well. But basically, there's a 3 roof piece method, or, what I'll see frequently and fix a lot on stream, is you just cover the whole thing with a gable. The issue with that is this is me on that attic level. And this is how much the roof is clipping. Like, you literally can't see in there. Now, if you tend to play with walls down, then you're not going to have to worry about the roof clipping in. But it's still just, it's going to be weird. It's also going to mess with your walls, and you won't be able to paint them properly if you do this. So that's why I tend to go for the 3 roof piece method instead of the 1. Where you need this help? Probably doing laundry or something. Who knows? Better way to do a grand 2-story U-shaped stairway. Ooh, that sounds like a fun challenge. A perfect amount of windows. Ooh, oh, I love window questions and I hate them at the same time because it is so subjective to style. But I can bring up my Pinterest board and talk you through some of the basics working from a reference photo. I think that's it's like the best way I can answer your question. Also, adorable puppy. I love that. Always have issue with roofs and painting walls. Yes, so if you can't, I said we were almost done with the attic, but we're not, are we? So I'm going to pitch this one so it's too tall. I'm going to leave this one alone, and I'm going to go inside. So now, if I take my paint color, and I just want to put it on the inside of my room, and I take this paint color and I put it on the roof, you're going to notice that the roof wall color is leaking through on this side, but not on this side. That is because the roof wall is taller than our main wall. But if we put it back down to where it belongs, our room wall paint will show up instead. So yes, the best thing I think I can do to answer your window question is to bring up my Pinterest and show you some things to look for when you're figuring out how and where to place windows, because it depends so much on the build. That's kind of an easier way to explain it. What about using a roof to cover a front deck? If you have a nice gable like this, front decks, generally speaking, you can get away with just a nice half gable. You pitch it down, you pull it out, you add some columns. And if you want to avoid this little intersection from happening, you can push it back a little bit and then hold Alt while you adjust your roof pitch to make it not look too crazy. But that's a really easy way to get a cover there. If you have hipped roof pieces, it's a little bit more complicated, but okay, Pinterest, let me jump over to my profile. Okay, we're going to talk about Pinterest for a hot second. just jump over to all pins. Oh, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, I forgot about this. At one point I saved this whole article and they all saved it as an individual pin. What is a good one to talk about to start with? Oh, okay, here's a good one. So this is a very simple looking house, right? So this is craftsman style, farmhouse style. What you're going to see in these type of builds is the windows are going to be generally centered in a given area. So like this is an area here, this is an area here, we've got this here. You'll see they're centered and they're grouped together and they're about as wide as they are tall in general, as opposed to this one. This is a folk farmhouse, and this one you can see the windows are all separated and they're fairly evenly spaced, and you notice that they're taller than they are wide. So those are some things to look at when you're trying to place windows. These are all going to be farmhouses again. So you want to look at, whoa, hang on, we're going crazy. Oh my gosh, okay. Hang on, I don't want to look at a Barbie house, I want to look at an actual real life house. But these are being silly. What's a good, I just need a good look at some windows. Ooh, here's another one. Okay, so this is a Queen Anne. And in a Queen Anne you're going to see a ton of windows, especially on towers. So the towers are going to have a ton of windows on them. So this one, when we're looking at general shape, we see that they're taller than they are wide. When we're looking at where they are located, it's primarily in towers and they're very close together, but again, evenly spaced. This is one of my personal favorite Queen Anne's, but we can see that same thing again, where we have a lot of windows on the towers, and other places they're evenly spaced. They're not generally touching, except for the towers, like I was just saying. And again, they're taller than they are wide. A lot of tall, narrow rectangle windows. Now there is this picture window here as well. Originally that was probably stained glass, and it's a bit sad that they had to replace it. So when you're looking at reference images, generally you want to look at shape, and then again, sort of centered on the wall or not, clustered together or not, depending on where they are. But that's a good rule of thumb to start looking at with the window placement. If there's a specific style that you have in mind, we can take a look at that. Ugh, this is just taking forever to load. Hang on. Let's see. So here's a farmhouse. Again, centered windows that tend to be wider than they are tall. And here's, oh, storybook. Right, those tend to be quite tall windows as well. And then here we have another one where the windows are all centered. Colonials, where they're actually more spaced out again. So I highly recommend working from reference images when you are talking about windows. Okay, do two-story U-shaped stairway. I'll think about that one. You can alt when you change the height. Yes, so normally it just sort of clips along, but if you hold alt, then it will move much more smoothly, which is really, really helpful for getting those super exact things, super exact pitch that you may need. New build challenge idea, a build that has to use at least one of every type of roof. No. That's a challenge, you do that for free. Nice. Still give your opinion even if it's just yours with the windows. Could love to know personally. Oh, absolutely. I forgot windows. How do you forget windows? Like, I forget a trash can and a mailbox on occasion, but how do you forget windows? Say I'm gonna build a dollhouse for you. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna build a dollhouse. They're absolutely beautiful houses, aren't they? Monica, welcome in. Monday. It is Monday, which is great. We love a good Monday. Monday means Build Help Live, which is sometimes it's just like back-to-back roofing, and then sometimes it's just all over the place. In your defense, you grew up on projects, and that's how you forget what. Ian, fair. That's fair. Okay, let's talk about staircase tips. I'm going to take a break. When I come back from my break, we're going to do a giveaway on YouTube for the Horse Ranch pack. It is a PC-only code. It does come with the early access stuff. And again, it's YouTube only. So TikTok people, if you'd like to enter to win a copy of the Horse Ranch pack, you can do so over on YouTube when I come back from break, and I'll be going on break once we talk about a few staircase strategies. Now, just for the sake of lighting, I'm going to get rid of this ceiling, and let's talk about those staircases. So obviously you could just place a staircase like this. If you want to change the angle, you can rotate it with these like that. It is important to note that if you want to change the width of your staircase, you do need to change that before you rotate it. You cannot change the width again after you rotate. Once you start getting your shape going, you can adjust using these little arrow things again. You can change which direction it's facing with these arrows, which is a little bit tricky for me to do. There we go. So that's the gist of how you operate with staircases. Now, if you want to do a really fun, really grand staircase and you have, let's go with tall walls. You said a U-shape specifically. U-shapes can be difficult for sure, just because they can be really, really awkward. However, if we were to do something like this, right, we could have it go up into an area that would be all open. If you want to make an open area for your staircase to walk into, one of the easier ways to do that is to grab a fence. And you're going to, oh, not there. Hang on, I drew it on the wrong square. We're going to draw it like this, and we're going to include the area that our stairs are in, but make sure that we leave the space at the landing. And now if we remove this floor, your stairs will still function, and we have it open into the floor below. So there's an option for making your stairway look a little bit more grand. Again, U-shapes are just difficult. Another one that I really like to do, and this isn't a U, I think this would be more of a T shape, is actually to draw a platform. Hang on. Like this. Did it? Oh, hang on. I'm dumb. There we go. Draw some sort of platform like so, and then you'll have one set of stairs going up on either side, like this, and then another set of stairs at the top going up to the next level. I would like to make this wider to prove my point, but apparently it does not want to be proven. Okay. There we go. And this way you can have your stairs be a little bit wider on the base if you want to, and have the stairs be wider going up, and it gives the same general look as doing this, right, except that if you go to add your railings, it's not going to put a railing right in the middle. So that's a way to work around that, add more stairs. This all looks absolutely terrible, but that's what we've got for it. Oh goodness. Started Dollhouse. Allison, thank you for the follow. If you were to finish, that does sound fun though. I need to show some of the builds from like 3 or 6 years ago. I want to show you guys my really old builds. I just can't because the gallery's busted. I just need help in general on Mondays most of the time. Fair enough. You got bit by... Oh no, I hope you're alright. Oh, okay, hang on. Monica got bit by a mystery insect. Gabe has a spider. Now we have problems. Please stay safe, everybody. Okay, so I am going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to bulldoze this because it is sad. It's fun to talk about laying out stairs, but it's difficult to actually make them look good unless you have a house to put them in. Can I delete the duplicates? Yes, but they still show up again. So it's not a good time. And plus I'm afraid of accidentally deleting the wrong duplicate and then like just deleting my build in general. So at this point I'm just kind of stuck with waiting for them to fix it. I'm going to upload them from there from years ago. I will still judge you, but that's okay. So here's the deal. I am going to take a 5-minute break. When I come back, I think we're going to look at some old builds, possibly answer some more questions, just do pretty much random build mode stuff for about another hour or so. And then we're also giving away 1 copy of the Horse Ranch pack over on YouTube. You do have to be subscribed to YouTube for at least 5 minutes to join. YouTube is linked in my bio on TikTok if you'd like to join us. Horse Ranch kit is for PC only. But it does have the early access stuff. It was given by our mystery philanthropist channel supporter. And yeah, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, clicking all the buttons again. I think that one looks good. Link to the Discord in bio. Yes, thank you, Callie. And this one. There we go. I like the new music. I'm grooving over here. Got you ready to fight? Oh no. Yes, Monica, we changed out the music. We had some complaints in the last stream that it wasn't quite danceable, so we switched it up a little bit. Apartment is up. Fantastic. Gabe, can you, if you didn't already send it, can you remind me your gallery ID? Brain is dancing, losing your mind. No, it's fine. You named your spiders. That is adorable. Your substitute teacher, but you found a spider in the marker box, and they picked it up with their bare hands to release outside. Yes, spiders are friends. Everybody's uploading their stuff. Oh no. You know what? I'm proud of you, Monica. I know some people are terribly afraid of spiders. I try to help when I can. Alright, so, we are going, well, are you ready there over there, Tech? Alright, we're gonna open up the giveaway. It's gonna run for 15 minutes as usual. The old music didn't match how wild the followers, facts. So, Little M, welcome in. So, run the giveaway. The instructions will be on screen, but basically, if you'd like to enter to win a copy of the Horse Ranch pack, you have to go, but you're going insane. You know what? Take care of yourself, BB. Thank you so much for swinging by, and I hope that you sleep well. What is happening? That is a great question. So, YouTube people, if you'd like to enter the giveaway, we have one code for the Horse Ranch pack for PC. Type !giveaway. You will receive a confirmation message. Do not send it until the instructions pop up on screen, but that's basically what happens. It'll pop up. It'll say type !giveaway, and then you'll enter, and it'll be all good. Oh, he said he lied and then he fixed it, I think. So I think there we go. It's officially running now. So that's going to run for about 15 minutes. And there we go. Yes, Little M. So that is on YouTube only. If you'd like to join us on YouTube and enter, you're more than welcome to. But yes, again, mystery philanthropist friend who prefers to remain anonymous has sent over a PC code for Horse Ranch and the early access items, which I know are very popular. So whoever wins it, I'm sure will absolutely love that pack. I've really been enjoying it. Now I believe we have to look at Gabe's apartment from hell. So, Gabe, I do not remember your gallery ID. So if you could send that, I'll try and watch for it in the swarm of giveaway entries for that stuff. Yes. So unfortunately, I can't run giveaways on TikTok. It's only through the chat bot that we have over on YouTube. But we do occasionally run them in the Discord as well. The Horse Ranch pack is so fun. Alright, so congrats Adam, Lexi, Danny. Looks like everybody's tickets are being accepted, so that is good. 17 Culper House 1. Hopefully I'll find it just by searching for that, but I don't have your gallery ID. Is it under 17 Culpepper? Oh, there we go. Oh, you put the hashtag on it. I completely forgot we even had a hashtag. Alright, yellow is up 3, red is up 4, blue is up 5. Delete the small half walls when you're done. Good luck. Oh, joy. Okie dokie. So let's jump over to 17 Culpepper House then, and we can take a look at it. Jump out of the airplane. Oh. Poor button. I hope that it goes on sale for the holidays, but you never really know when packs are going on sale. They're so mysterious about it. Okay. Alto, Stargazer, Medina, I do not remember any of these. Jasmine, Culpepper, 17. We did it. Alright. Can't decide if it wants to go to the floor or not. Oh. I see. Now we load. Okay, so, again, for uploading... Oh wait, this is the apartment I was just showing you. So this is how mine was supposed to turn out with the platforms and everything. You just have to be careful with it. So we're going to jump back to the gallery. We're going to grab this. Hopefully this places correctly. We're going to place the room. So I should be able to just click here and it should place properly. If it doesn't, it didn't. Okay, so the room kept everything from before and that looks terrible. So what we're going to have to do instead is bulldoze the lot and then go back to the gallery and place it again, I guess. Yay. Okay, so now I'm going to close off these rooms so that we can adjust our little platforms. Yellow is up 3. Yellow is up 3. Let's just start with that. So I guess this is the yellow space. Oh. 1, 2, 3. And then was it red 4 and blue 5? Okay. You've covered the windows, and that is a choice, I suppose. Alright, and now we're going to go through and we're going to remove the little walls. And place these walls. And I assume you had some stairs over here, so I'll put those in. Alright, is this looking about right? And by about right, I mean about terrible. I also wish the gallery would make it easier to upload apartments. Thank you, Em. My memory is questionable at best. You forgot you covered the windows. They're very covered. Too new for it to be part of the current sale. It is, yeah. But maybe for the holidays. We'll see. So what? Hang on. That looks like how you made it. Okay, well, this is definitely a thing. Were you doing dining in the middle here? Like, talk to me. What do we have going on? I'm gonna grab some doors. I'm guessing we had doors about like this. So let's take a look. If I were to just keep I'd rather not keep the floors. So I think the first change I would make would be to lower everything 1 so that we could see the windows again. That's not as bad. So let's do that. We're gonna lower the bathroom and the bedroom as well. Okay. Oh look, there is a door there, magically. Hello, door. There's a door there too? Okay. Somehow I didn't see those. That's fine. This is, oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I think that'll be better, because then we can actually see the base of the windows, which I think will be good. Doing dine in the empty space, yeah. I do not have tool. Just talk to me. Listen. Here's what I think the challenge is to try and make this look halfway decent. So I'm gonna start with some floor, and we're gonna grab some platform trim. And if you have further instructions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna try and make some sense of this. Monica, greetings everyone from TikTok. Thank you. You think you're on something when you made this lot. I don't know. You'd trip in here despite the bright colors. Yeah. Right now, definitely tripping hazard. We will work on that. The width, I don't mind having this sort of like wider stair. However, it doesn't make complete sense. So something that we could do to sort of keep the wide stair idea, but create slightly more usable space would be to sort of extend the platform a bit. So then we still have the idea of the wide stairs, right? which is great. Actually, let's make these match on either side. There we go. And we could even delete these stairs and put another platform here, right? So then we have the wide stairs. Nothing against the wide stairs, but this will make these spaces usable instead of just having the whole thing just stairs. Okay, so that's going to be step 1. What is step 2? Step 2 is to fix these walls because the colors are messing with my brain. So we're going to make everything white. I know, very boring. Don't worry. We will add some of the fun and spice of life back in. Just not right this second. Okay. So we've got this going for us now. Slightly more boring, slightly more usable. Oh, I missed this. And I missed this. And I missed this. Okay. I want the trim. It lies. Okay, fine. You know what? Tripping hazards are just a part of life. Let's be real. Okay. See, this suddenly doesn't look as bad once we get some of the crazy colors going down. The platform make it feel like there's spaces for things. They are. Desert Lux curtains would be great. True. They are nice. Also has a small seating area in the entrance. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'm going to work on the kitchen next. We are going to try and help this kitchen. Some of the counters are stacked. That's fun. Let's make this kitchen make a little bit more sense. So right here on this edge, because there is a window, I don't know if we want to do anything too crazy there. However, one thing we could consider doing would be adding a peninsula here. So that your Sims could sit there and eat. Oh, I don't know if actually we have enough space for that. Oh, we kind of do. Okay. Nope. We're gonna stick with just stick with the base game so we can see. So we could do something like this with the peninsula and then do more of a line kitchen in the back. We're gonna bring our fridge back. We're gonna grab our counters again. Our stove. No, we're gonna give you nice stuff. And a sink. So we could do something like that with the kitchen. So that would help it feel a little bit more open to the rest of the space, I think. While keeping the wide stair. Unfortunately, these particular cabinets don't have a very narrow end piece, so we'd have to change out our cabinets if we really want to do that, and I don't think there are any base game ones with the narrow pieces. Well, they had the bright walls to distinguish the platforms. Oh yeah, no, I mean I like the bright walls. It was just messing with my brain. Console has a sale too now? Awesome. You love the look of platforms, looking at the hang of making them. Yeah, they're tricky. Doesn't play much, so then you help and then he doesn't like it. Funny how that works. Okay, I'm gonna move the fridge a little bit. Okay. Yay. So there's a kitchen that helps make a little bit more sense of the platforms and the windows being here, I think. And this platform isn't huge, like I don't think we need a fence there. So there's a kitchen idea. What else? So then the dining space, I think would probably make more sense. And this is a really small room, so, or small apartment, just a 1-bedroom. So I think we can go with something like this in here. This does leave a large hallway space, so we'll have to decide if we want to do anything with that. And then the upstairs sort of living room space. I don't know why so much stuff is stacking. Like almost everything is doubled up. It's so weird. I think oh, gosh. We might consider moving the living room to be facing more this direction on the slightly larger area. I'm gonna do a smaller table here. There we go. So something like this, then that would leave this space open to be more of an office area. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic there. I don't know why the things got stacked. That happens sometimes. Your Sims got kicked out of their university housing? Oh no. That's weird. Okay, so we've got this. Might move the easel again. And add a desk over on this side. Okay, so now we've got office, we've got living, we've got the dining space, we've got a kitchen that feels open to the rest. Hallway still a little bit on the large side. However, I think I'll probably just leave it. Probably just leave it like that. The platforms take up quite a bit of space, plus we can add some plants and stuff, and that will help as well. And then you said that there was going to be some seating over here. So we'll grab a little chair. We'll grab, like, maybe the coat rack or something. Where's the coat rack? Decorations. I'm already in decorations. Nope, that's little things. Is it here? Or is it in miscellaneous? Or am I blind? I just can't see. It's a standard possibility. There. Coat rack. Nope, this one. Mirror. I think this is probably about how I would arrange the living area without changing the platforms too much. Good luck sorting out the university issue. There are shoe racks. There are shoe racks. Yes, and if you have Snowy Escape, when you place a shoe rack, such as the men's shoe rack here, if you place this and you have Snowy Escape, then if you click on it, you can actually set it to make your, like, force your Sims to take their shoes off when they come in the house. So that's super duper fun. We could potentially add a half wall here if we wanted to, or we could have some fun with some other objects, depending on what packs the builder may own. Something like the tall tiles from City Living, which we know is an owned object. Alright, we can place a wall. We can grab this, click here, please. Okay. Where is it? I think they're called slate something. There we go. We can grab these and actually place them on the wall. Maybe. I thought these were all decoration objects. Maybe I'm thinking of different ones. Well, my point that I was trying to make was you can grab these and use them sort of as like a room divider, which can look really cool. I thought that you needed to place them on a wall, but apparently I was wrong. So it's like kind of a divider, but also kind of not a divider. So that's a fun option. Also, again, with platforms, instead of stairs, you can decorate them, which is cool. You have Snowy Escape and your Sims really hate you. I'm a big advocate of shoes off in the house. Like, you don't know where you've been. You don't know what germs are happening. It's gross. Anyway, we can place plants on the stairs because it's a platform, not stairs. So that's always a fun decorative option. You can put rugs on them if you want to. Make fake runners. Maybe not pink, but like, you get the idea. I don't think this is a terrible idea for a floor plan. I think some of the platforms are a little bit much. Like, I'd probably start with one end higher and move down to lower. That would help with the window light actually getting all the way through the house and not do so much of this U-shaped thing. But I think this is fun. It's a fun shape. And I think, oh, are the Eco Lifestyle the ones that go on the wall? And then these must be the ones that don't go on the wall. This is Sims 4. Base game is free, and there's over $1,000 worth of downloadable content. So, technically it's free though, but there's a lot of other stuff. Roofing penthouses, like Fountain View penthouse. We don't have an example available. We can probably take a look at it. You're exiting without saving because you want them to stay in their dorms. That is, hopefully you'll be able to figure out what it is next time when you load back in. Okay, overall, I do like the shape. I think that it's interesting, a little bit dynamic for my taste, but still interesting. The point of the half wall? The point of the half wall is a lot of people have half walls in their house, so now you can add half walls in your Sims houses as well. So just like you'd use them in a real house to partially break up an area, you'll use it in the Sims 4 for the same reason. I like using them on top of flat roofs. I really like putting them up there, but that's about it. Right? I like using stuff like this. And then depending, again, on what other packs you have, if you have shelves, or this is the complete wrong spot, if you have shelves or you can turn on move objects, you can like make plants float in them and stuff, you know. Probably not this particular plant. I'm doing a really good job of giving examples. But basically, you can take things and you can add other things to the things. What, a window box? And it'll just be like a structural element. It's fun. It's fun to mess around with. Add shelves, add candles, all that jazz. So, half walls, really the only purpose is if you want a partial wall, just like in real life, but they don't actually really serve any additional gameplay purpose, except that this does technically count as a shelf up here. You can put things up here, which means your Sims will put their dirty plates there, which is actually really annoying. I kind of wish that they didn't do that, but they do. So, that's what I've got for your apartment there. What else are we looking at? Oh, giveaway is over, so we can go ahead and spin the winner there, which Tech is going to do. 3, 2, 1, buttons. Congratulations, Cass. So, here's what I need you to do. Just take a quick screenshot of your name being highlighted there and send me an email at salmonbean@gmail.com. So send me that screenshot of Tech Jr. announcing that you won in an email, because that'll verify that it is in fact you, and then I will send you the code for the PC version of Horse Ranch. I completely forgot the name of the pack. So I'm going to type my email into the chat real quick for you to see. Oh, and it tagged me, but whatever. So go ahead and take a screenshot of Tech Jr. announcing that you won and send it to that email address. Nope, this button, please. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we've got that. How much are furniture packs? Your friend said they're 40. Okay, so the packs for the game are split into 4 different categories. I know, isn't this great? So the expansion packs are $40. They generally include, Gabe, please don't. They generally include a world, new gameplay, a lot of new build mode items, like a lot of new furniture and stuff, a lot of new windows, things like that. So expansion packs, those are the biggest ones. Those are generally 40, and then they go on sale for 30 or 20, depending on the sale. There are also game packs, which sometimes have a world and are generally much more focused gameplay. Like just sort of like pick one thing to really focus on instead of being a more generic option. There are also stuff packs, which do not come with worlds and tend to focus on a specific activity. And then you have kits, which are even more specific, and it'll just have like maybe 20 items in it. So there are a lot of different options for you to build up your game and pick different things. And yes, some of them are more expensive than others. Where can you find the cats and dogs pack? Cheaper, so you can get it on sale. I don't know if there's a sale running right now, but they're generally, stuff packs are $10 USD in the United States, but they vary based on your geographical location. You could also try CD Keys. Epic Games often has different sales than EA, so you can check there as well. Steam has random sales running, so pretty much checking between platforms regularly and participating in Sims groups on Facebook or whatever platforms you're on, following Sims news creators on TikTok. That's a really good way of keeping track when sales are happening and where they are happening and which ones are actually legit. Okay. So, what else? I feel like we had other things come in. Let me see if I can scroll up and find it. I think we have caught up with TikTok. It's a great way to connect to your friends in the same world so you can build together. There is a mod for that. It is called the multiplayer mod. I think it's by Carl, but I'm not 100% sure. But if you, oh yeah, no, I'd love to. Your idea is discowismad as well, I think. I don't know. I'm going to try typing that in and then we'll see. So if you just jump over to Google or whatever your preferred search engine is and type in Sims 4 multiplayer mod, you should be able to come across that. As far as I know, it's been running really well recently. The last time I used it was a while ago, but I forgot about Cat Lady again. But it does work pretty well. Are we giving out cats and dogs pack? Not today. Heading to bed, Gabe. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope that you sleep well, and best of luck to your spiders. Okay. Most recent shell. Naughty Craftsman. Oh, this is cute. Very nice. This is a 4030, so let's fly over to a 4030. Whee! I can actually, so I can see my screen obviously, but I also adjusted my other windows so that I can see the TikTok and the YouTube screen, so it's kind of funny watching my screen change and then everybody else catch up. Okay, let's just go to Newcrest. That's a good default world. And I already forgot the lot dimensions because reasons. 4030. Are you a 4030? You are a 4030. Splendiferous. The one hallway was big, so you made it 3 tiles, but the back bedroom on the main floor drove you nuts. Let's take a look at hallways and bedrooms. There we go. Naughty Craftsman shell, furnished. Looks like I have all the packs, so that's exciting. Obviously playing with all the packs is fun to like have all the stuff and build with it, but mostly I'm looking forward to completing the collection in the next year or two so that I don't have to worry about missing items. I love this house so much. Okay. So is this... Go away. So here's the entry. Back bedroom. Oh, is this your hallway? Oh, this is quite the hallway. Okay. Nifty. So, here's what I'm thinking. First thought is we could just do this because there's no reason for this to be like this. And the square angle is going to make a lot more sense. And you can still have, because this is all seasoned stuff, right? So you could just put this door there, going out to the deck if you still wanted a door to the deck. We'll add the floor. So that's probably how I would start with that area. Now, yes, this hallway is super duper wide. What could we do about that? So you kind of have 2 hallways happening here. You have this little hallway area, and then you have this hallway area over here as well, which is odd. Like, I'm not sure what the point of this hallway is. We could move this door over to here and remove this archway, which would give us a little bit more usable wall space here. And then this feels almost more like one connected hallway instead of having 2 completely separate ones. So that could be an option. If you just wanted to make this whole hallway narrower, we could also consider moving this over and actually having the main... I'm guessing this is a bathroom and this would be a bedroom that had the attached bath. You could have the bedroom sort of walk through the bathroom. That is a thing that happens on occasion. And then... Hang on. There we go. Push this back. Or move the bathroom so that it's on the other side and move this around a little bit. So this would make the hallway make a little bit more sense space-wise. However, it does make some pretty big bedrooms. Based on cursory Googling, it might be because you edited the dorm lot and they weren't able to live there another semester. Interesting. Hopefully that's the answer. Oh, the one space was laundry room. Oh, okay. So that won't make quite as much sense then. Okay, we'll put that back then. Yeah, you're right. This is a really, really wide hallway. I mean, you could add a bookshelf and a desk and call it an office space. Oh, this one's a laundry room. Okay, so we don't really want to make that much bigger either. What's going on upstairs? You already have the upstairs pretty much sorted out. Okay. Because I was thinking about just moving this whole side of the build in a bit, but that would require quite a lot of movement. At the very least, I would just go ahead and square this off. There wasn't a whole lot of reason for that to sort of be angled at the end, I think. Then I don't know what this room is supposed to be. I'm getting, again, it's smaller, so I'm guessing bathroom, so we don't really want to extend it. Yeah, I don't know. Little M, welcome back. What you did was leave the angle and move the right wall over one. Like, just move this whole wall over? This is a really nice house. I'm just trying to think, like, how I would have laid it out differently so that we didn't end up with two really big hallways right next to each other. But I think if this was my build, I think I would sort of take these 3 rooms here and just move them all over a tile or two. However, I'm not going to do that today because that would require rearranging a lot of the upstairs as well, and redoing the roof. But I do think that having the 2 hallways right next to each other is a little bit odd. But again, I don't know how else to fix that. It's a really nice house, though. And again, there are other things you can do with wider spaces like this. So even if you enter into the basement from the outside pool area, oh nice. Right, even with a giant hallway, we could turn it into a library space. Grab some bookshelves, right? Fill up this wall. Maybe. A nice comfy chair. Lamp. Right, so that's... You could actually start turning this space into something a little bit more usable. However, whether or not that's going to be super duper useful based on the rest of your build, like only you would know. Homework station, something that you just don't have space for other places but need for your Sims to complete their career, like this thing, right? There are a lot of little things you could add to the hallway. You could remove the wall connected to hallways. You could do that as well. This is really traditional for a craftsman style home though. But yeah, I think I'd still square this off. If you have the spoons to rebuild stuff, I think I'd square it off, move all these rooms over a tile or two, redo the upstairs a tad. I think that would help just overall with some of the scaling. Or if you do decide to leave it with the 4 tiles, I think you could still use a lot of this space well. It would just require a little bit of creativity. Using the zigzagging is the dining room, and you wanted a hutch. Oh, nice. Let's see, what's another thing you can add? I mean, I've got just base game stuff here. A game table, woodworking bench. Sort of just other options. I really like the house though. Blake, thank you for the follow. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any other ideas, again, without just rebuilding a bunch of stuff, but, sure, yeah, you could do that too. I think we were going to take a look at, and see if, I think Laffy uploaded an older build as well, so if you would like to load one up, or load up the furnished version, we could definitely take a look at that. I'm going to see what Laffy has on right now, unless anybody else has something, of course. Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't the hashtag, but that's okay. Oh, hi. Yeah, I think you said that you uploaded a couple of your old ones and we were going to laugh at them together or something. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of them. I like the shape of this one. I'm curious, what do we have going on here? That is scary. I like this one, though. I like the shape on this one. I feel like this is going to be another one like we had earlier where I like the initial shape and I'm just going to vote for you to rebuild it at some point. Because it has potential. It's got some good ideas. But I think, I don't know, we'll take a look. We'll see. Oh, speaking of rebuilding stuff, so in Good Luck Mentally, thank you. On Wednesday, we are going to be doing a little build challenge. We're going to put all of the Build Like a Nerd videos that I've done, all the styles, on a wheel and spin them and build little tiny houses. I don't know if I'll actually do tile count or not, but I have like a tiny neighborhood lot sort of set up. Couldn't bother to change time of day. Oh, no worries. So we'll just sort of like keep it inside the little neighborhood lots that I've made, I think, is sort of the goal there. Alright, let's take a look at Laffy's old build. Hashtag Sambean, awesome. So I'll probably try and look for it under that. Almost finished. Fair enough. This is one of my old builds. Well, not super old. What was that? I think that was one of the October ones, the Spanish Revival Colonial. We talked a lot about, oh my good golly gracious, this is huge. Okay. I really like the shape. It is just about 5 times larger than it needs to be. Holy cow. Okay, so yep, the classic Willow Creek streetlights makes absolute total all the sense has been made with this one. I really hope there was more furniture in here than this, and it's just missing. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness gracious. Okay. Oh good. We love... I really hope this is a replaced item. I don't know how confident I am about that. Or you just made computer picnic. Dug to it 6 years ago. To be fair, I wasn't playing 6 years ago. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Yep. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take this exact same thing. I want you to shrink it and put it on like a 30/20, and I think it'll be great. That is a lot of space. This is so much space. This is dangerous. Do you know how dangerous this is? Also, your Sims can walk over this fence. They can't fall down stuff, but... Oh my gosh. Alright. Yep. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 3 rocket ships, though. Okay, so here's the thing. You've managed to fill up the backyard really well. It would be great if maybe the house was a little bit smaller, so you could have spaced this out more, but no. You're going to cram all of the activities into your tiny little backyard. so you can have the world's largest modern home. You did not have the housing set correctly. Hopefully that's a simple fix. We're glad we solved the problem. Is this a school? I don't know what this is. This is a home that was built Oh, I would like to bring everyone's attention to the bathroom. That's the correct response to this. How many? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That is too many. Is that 144 plus 24 is 168? 168 tiles? I can literally fit 4 other houses in this bathroom, Laffy. Why? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I didn't even see the toilet. It's over here, hiding in the corner. It's close to the door though, so that's convenient. Oh my goodness. Maybe time for you to go to sleep. Monica, please rest well, and if you do feel like you need to go to urgent care, please just go. Take care of yourself. You'd get your steps in, just walk into the shower fast. There's a basement? Laffy, no! Oh my gosh. I know, right? So if you have to, like, pee, how long is it going to take the sim to walk to the sink? Heaven forbid they have to take a shower. Hang on, we do have 2 bathtubs though, guys. On top of a rug, because that makes sense. Are we prepared for the basement? Can we get a drum roll? No! I refuse. Okay. Okay. Why? What is all of this, and why is it here? Why do you have the catalog in your basement, Laffy? Storage! Storage! Wow! Genius! If only we had space for some of our furniture in the rest of the house. If only we had space. But no, we have to put it in the basement. There's something. This is not a house I'd want to clean out. What, do you see this? Do you see what is happening over here? Tex tried to laugh politely. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, this has been a delight. I like the shape of this. I just need you to select and crop and just down. Size down. Is that a fountain underground? There's a fountain over here. Whoops, excuse me. Mr. House, there's a fountain. I didn't even see there were tinted windows. Hiding the furniture so they don't get repoed, right? Oh my gosh. There you go. Okay. Oh, rats. I opened up all the windows. I got distracted. Hang on. Go away, Pinterest. Okay. Great house. Great shape. Yes, you did get rickrolled. The video plays on YouTube. So just more incentive to join us there. It's one of the redeems you can redeem with your loyalty points. Laffy, I don't think I could take any more from you tonight. I'm sorry. This is the better. No, we're done. We're going over back to discowismad. We're gonna go check out Almost Furnished. We're gonna fly away from this thing. The house shape is amazing, right? It's so good. Like, I want to rebuild it. We're gonna go check the other thing, but it's a delight. Whatever you say, Laffy. Whatever you say. Let's go check out this craftsman. This is gonna be a palette cleanser. Where were we even building? I think it was over here. Seeing it from the world view. Yeah. Danny, thank you for being here tonight. You just delete all the furniture. Don't look at your gallery, be horrified. Oh no, it's fine. It's great. It's fabulous. I love all of it. I love when the streams just go completely sideways. Like, we started with some actual content, and since then we're just hanging out. We're vibing. We're having a good time. We're gonna take a look at this. I will not roast you for uploading it at nighttime today. Critique one of your builds. Danielle, welcome in! If anybody doesn't know Danielle Builds, she builds amazing, beautiful incredible things with all the terrain manipulation that I am terrified of. So if you're not already following her, please, please do. Fabulous, fabulous builds. I would love to take a look. I am going to rip your roofing to shreds, though. So, worst case, always check on the gens. Everything was fine till Laffy attacked. Listen, Laffy. We appreciate the content you provide. You've done us a great service. Let's take a look inside and hang on. You know what? Let me save. I know we're saving after we've loaded Laffy's monstrosities, but it's okay. Daniel Builds is huge. Danielle Builds is in TikTok chat. Don't know why, but here she is. Okay, so this is taking a second to save. There we go. Oh, I see. Oh, actually, I do kind of like this. I like the little bit of direction it gives. This is nice. Okay, I like this. I see what you were saying now. And you filled up the laundry room really well, actually. I'm impressed. I would not have been able to fill the space very well. I'm not a decorator. You know this. Oh, this looks so good. And the sunken living room? Alright, I know how you guys feel about sunken living rooms. Check this out. Fantastic. Oh, this turned out so good. Okay, this makes a lot more sense now. I'm seeing the vision. This looks... Oh, yeah, and then the closet. Yeah, smart. No, this makes a lot more sense. This is cool. Nice. And then upstairs is, I think, pretty much this. Is this a whole shower? Wow. That is dedication. Most impressive. Okay, this hallway makes a lot more sense. Just getting it down to 3 tiles instead of 2 or 4 made a huge, huge difference. And I was trying to figure out what you meant by moving the wall, so this makes a lot of sense. Cool. This is beautiful. Also, kudos for all of this happening. This is, again, very impressive. Lots of platform work over here. Very good. Cool. Well, when this is done, can we see the shower? Yeah, absolutely. Hang on. Nope, that was the wrong button. Okay, so here's the shower. So it's enclosed with a room and we've got windows, and then this over here is a platform. Looks like it was raised twice, and then just decorated and absolutely beautiful. The seat can be sat on. Oh, nice! So this is a stool then. Hang on, let me figure out what item this is. So this is the Goes With Anything Ottoman from the Dream Home Decorator Pack. Sometimes, if you're very careful, you can insert chairs into platforms, and actually they're usable, so that's really, really cool. The shower head, this is from Snowy Escape. However, there's also a standalone shower in Discover University. This is really nice. No, this is so cool. Alright. 10 out of 10. You did better with the hallway than I did, so next time you can host a build help stream and I'll come over to your stream. Okay. So, really cool. Awesome. Danielle Builds, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, I assume that's your gallery ID, so I'm going to try and look you up. And let's admire some of Danielle's talent, shall we? EA account ID. Danielle Builds. Yes. I think, is this the right one? I'm trying to see if I recognize any of these. Roast your most recent. The Tudor family home here. Okay, I love a good Tudor. This is going to be fun. This goes on a 30/30. I don't recognize this world right off the bat, but this looks like it might be the high school years world, so let's see if we can go over there. Windenburg. Ooh, okay, cool. Windenburg is good too. I love Tudor homes. You're lying, it's Copperdale. Oh. You can't play me like that. I don't know these things. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better at recognizing the worlds, and I'm getting there. Oh, here's a 30/30. Okay, because I thought I recognized this building in the background. So let's build here. I think SIMS should add a dentist orthodontist pack. That would be interesting. I feel like that would have played in really well with the Get to Work pack, though. You know, like since they have the doctor career and everything already. Hey look, we have all the same packs. That's exciting. That would be interesting though. Oh, scrolled too fast. Hang on. Morning, afternoon. I guess we'll go with evening. That's lighting up the front of the build the best. Okay, so as you can see, absolute queen of terrain manipulation. Look at this. Gorgeous, fantastic, delightful. I could never. I'd pull out my hair first. This is really, really pretty. Okay. But I promised to complain about your roofing, so complain we shall. Because typically this is definitely more of a Tudor revival, aka American Tudor, instead of just like a classic European Tudor. You're standing behind me and it's kind of weirding me out. Can you sit down or leave? I can feel you breathing. It's weirding me out. Sorry, I have to kick my husband out. Going to bed. Oh, that's probably smart. All right. Well, good night. Okay, Tech is leaving. So, this is more of an American revival style Tudor. Very, very modernized though. Very contemporary. And the reason I'm saying that is, while we do have the classic brick, this paneling, which is this from Snowy Escape? Yes, so this is from Snowy Escape. This is not a traditional Tudor paneling style. This is much more minimalist, so it's definitely pulling in the more contemporary direction with that. Also, this solid paneling outside, you would not see this on a classic Tudor or an American Revival Tudor style, so it's definitely pulling in some contemporary influences. However, some things that are very historically accurate, Tech done did something weird for the night. Tech always does something weird for the night. Today it was just standing behind me creepily. So some things that are accurate though is this asymmetrical line at the front. Traditionally it'd be a bit of a steeper pitch. I'll let it pass though because this is classic. You don't really see decks on these sorts of builds. What you're going to see is a very small entry like this and then an arch leading into the main door. So classic, absolutely there. You have the sort of shoot, now I'm suddenly forgetting what this Oriole. You have the Oriole window coming out here, again classic in both versions of the style, and then the asymmetrical roof at the front there, absolute classic. We do have some dormers, which is very important as well. Now traditionally the chimney would actually be located more toward the front of the build, somewhere in this general area. However, you at least do have a very tall chimney, so that is very good. You're more likely to see multiple chimneys as well. The original Tudors in England would have the chimney more centrally located because that would be a better way to heat the upstairs so that people could like sleep comfortably and not freeze to death, you know, what with it being England and all. But again, this is clearly a contemporary Tudor. It's drawing a lot of influence from the Tudor style, but was probably built within the last 30 years. So that's where I'm going out with that. The back deck on the back, I mean, again, traditionally you don't see that many decks on builds like this because they're built in areas where there's not a lot of outdoor living happening. Like in my state of Michigan, this is actually a really common style, the American Tudor, but we do have all 4 seasons and the 4th one is very, very long. So we don't tend to have huge, huge decks all over the place, but something like this I totally see. Another contemporary element here would be the very tall windows with the longer panes of glass. In a more traditional style, you'd see a lot more smaller panes. Let's take a look at the floor plan too. I'm having a great time. I love this. Nina, welcome in. You made it to be alive. Well, thank you for joining us. All right, so for, oh, looks like, hang on, or is it just the lighting? It's just the lighting. Okay, we do have stairs. I thought they disappeared for a second. So inside, again, the front entry area, classic. The only thing I would change here, I think, aside from the walls, which we'll talk about in a second, would be to make the flooring actually brick there. But inside, you'd have the kitchen toward the back, as classic with most of these homes. The floor plan, this is pretty open for an American Tudor, but again, it's a contemporary take, so I will let that slide. You'd have the living spaces downstairs, bedrooms upstairs, and we do have a almost a walkout basement. It could be, except there aren't any doors leading out. Well, there is over here by the garage. Anyway, very nice basement level. Looks like more bedrooms, possibly an office space over here as well. So, if you were coming to me for build help and you wanted any sort of feedback on here, if you wanted to take this in a more classic American Tudor direction, I would swap out a few things. First of all, American Tudors are typically all red brick, so I would start with that. I'm going to take your brick and I'm just going to place the brick pretty much everywhere. Also, for anybody just joining us, this is not one of my builds. This is by daniellebuilds, who is extraordinarily talented, and I kind of feel bad taking this apart, but this is Build Help Live with an absolute nerd, so that's what's happening. Alright, so we're going to change everything over to brick, and with that also get rid of these trims between the floors, if it will let me. Sometimes it doesn't. This one I will leave. That's totally fine to have that supported, and I think I'll leave the one around the basement as well, since I know that was most likely to make sure that the terrain doesn't look too weird. I use that trick frequently as well. So, first off, we're just switching it straight up for brick. Second, if we want to go in the American direction, we're going to change out these windows for something a little bit smaller and white. So the Parenthood windows would work okay. Typically, this is an excellent style for just the base game. So I actually just use, where are they? The octopanes. And then kind of like you had it, I'll stack them 3 or 2 deep, like so. So that's a much more classic American style. She asked for it, we tried. Building from the Gilmore Girls. I have never seen Gilmore Girls, but I probably should. I feel like it's a classic pop culture thing. Alright, so we've talked about windows, we've talked about wallpaper. This shape is not conducive to a traditional Tudor, so I don't think I'm going to go with that. It's clearly American. And I say clearly like you had any interest in building like I do, and I know most people don't, but we're running with it anyway. The other thing, yes, American Tudor would frequently have the gable at the top. However, it would be a bit steeper, and with a roof this size, frequently the gable doesn't really behave very well with that, or the hipped roof doesn't, so I'm going to switch out for a gable instead. And even though it's in America, you're still going to see those classic very, very steeply pitched roofs and fairly large overhanging eaves, just like in a classic Tudor. So something like this would be pretty standard. I would say that this would generally be quite steeply pitched as well, something more akin to this. However, to get that to line up perfectly with this build, I think I'd have to move a few things around, and I don't want to mess with it too much in that direction. Another thing you could consider though would be use Shift-C to get those extra curving controls and come through and sort of give this a little bit of a curve. Let's see if I can get this to actually behave here. Again, this particular, like having the curved roof on top, very American. You would not see this on a traditional Tudor at all. But yeah, so, and also this very low slope here. I don't know if you have a room inside. Not really. Okay, cool. So I would pitch this up as well. Really just pitched up enough that you could pitch this up so that you have more of that traditional Tudor shape at the front. And then we'd probably bring these windows up a little bit as well. Okay, so that would be a much more American or Tudor Revival way to roof that build. And changing out everything for bricks. Alright, if you are actually, hang on, I'm going to do just a smidge of self-promotion here because I can. If you are interested in learning more about the Tudor style, I do actually have Pinterest boards about it. Please load. So I have the English Tudor and the American Tudor, and I actually have a video on each of these on YouTube. The American Tudor, oh rats, I thought I had the video in the board, but I don't. The American Tudor style is very base game friendly, so that is a base game only build tutorial, and I go into the history of why it's built and where it's built and all that jazz. So for anyone watching who'd like to build something like this, first off, just take Danielle's build. It's amazing. Just grab it off the gallery. But if you want to build one yourself, I'm going to recommend my video because I can. Thank you so much, Danielle, for joining us. This was an absolute delight to look at. Stunning build as always, and hopefully I didn't complain too much. Squirrel, welcome back. Squirrel has just gifted 5 memberships. Squirrel Rex is a friend of mine personally and just an incredibly generous king of the rodents. So if you could give him a quick thanks in the chat if you've been gifted a membership, that would be amazing. You'll notice that your name color has changed and you'll get a little loyalty badge logo next to it, and you can use the channel emotes, which I will send in the chat real quick so you can see them. It's a collection of beans and a couple of plum bobs, because of course they are. So hey Squirrel, thank you so much for swinging by. It's a delight to have you as always. Also, I'm pretty sure you've at this point doubled my income this month from all the memberships, so I appreciate that. Do I have a background in architecture or history? Nope. Nothing. I have a background in really not much at all. Just got done with 13 hours. Dude, hopefully you're able to play some games, relax, and have a good night's sleep. But thank you for swinging by. I appreciate that very, very much. So yeah, what is my background? I grew up in a house where we watched quite a bit of HGTV. I thought that was really cool. Considered becoming an architect. Went to school for film production. Dropped out to get married. Wanted to go back, but got pregnant instead. And now I build houses on the internet. So I don't have formal training in any of this. I just do stuff because it looks fun. You just give away nuts. Well, Squirrel, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, this is such cool. Anyway, so here's what we had. Oh, the other thing that I would add actually in this chimney. Last thing is I would add a chimney somewhere in here. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to eyedropper it. So build up a chimney. I like using half walls and stuff, but some sort of chimney in this general area of the build would probably be something. Sims builders are the new architects. I would love to take some architectural training courses. I've talked about trying to find free ones on the internet. I just don't really have a whole bunch of time. Like, I use pretty much any time I have that I'm not interacting with Bean, of course, because parenting. So anytime that I'm not parenting or taking care of the house, I am making content. So I don't have a whole lot of time to add to the training, but one of these days I'm hoping to set aside some time and just watch through some architecture courses. I feel like I would love it. Nocturnia, thank you. Your daughter goes to sleep. Oh my goodness. I'm glad that I can help with that. I have some sleep troubles of my own, and I know how helpful it can be to sometimes find something you can fall asleep to. So I appreciate that, and hopefully that's been helpful for all of you over there. How did I come up with the name Bean? That's a good question. So I was watching Kelsey and Peachy K's 100 Baby Challenge, and she called all the toddlers Bean, and I thought that was really funny. And I was like, that's a great name for a toddler. Like, a little nickname for a toddler would be Bean. And then my kid came out 10 pounds, 2 ounces, and I'm like, well, he's already a bean. Like, he's already a whole toddler, and I thought that was funny. And then Sam, SAHM, stay-at-home mom, and Bean, and then I really like the show Supernatural, which is Sam and Dean, and it just all sort of fell together into a YouTube name, and here we are. He is a massive bean. He is huge. He is 4.5 years old, and he is in size 7, and I don't know how I feel about this. LA, welcome in. Oh, I saw the post you tagged me on Instagram. That was so cool. Dude, huge kid. Massive child. But, I mean, he comes by it, honestly. Tech and I are both 6 feet-ish, so... okay, baby. My real name is Taylor. But at this point, I answer to Sam just as much as I answer to Taylor, and it actually sounds weird to say that name out loud at this point. As a whole teenager, right? I say 4 going on 40. He acts like a Midwestern white dad all the time. It is so funny. So, yeah. Anyway, I answer to Sam. Sam is like basically my second name at this point. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, that's right. I was going to jump back on the gallery. So again, for anybody not familiar with daniellebuilds, absolutely gorgeous things. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is one of my recent favorites, actually. This roofing detail, I would have never thought to do that, and it looks so cool. It's like gills, but in the best possible way. We've seen actually a lot of gill roofs on here. So anyway, if you're not already following daniellebuilds, excellent builder, posts lots of really cool stuff on TikTok, so check that out. And then this is actually what we started with. So just a contemporary family Tudor, very, very nice. But we went and did historically accurate things because that's what this channel is about. Your nephew's 3 and still can't get on kiddie rides? Oh. You know what? Possibly. Here's the thing. Sometimes being tall is a pain in the butt, and sometimes it's really handy. Like, I was too big for rides by the time I was of the age to go on them, like at the carnival, because some of them have height limits. And so I'd be like 6, 7 years old and like about the age where you'd want to go on some of those things. And bam. No, not allowed. Too tall. But then I didn't really want to go on the big roller coasters because I'm terrified of roller coasters. I wanted to work up to it, but no. Crazy how a few changes create a whole different build, right? Yeah, so, and really the windows themselves, because I'm not going to change out all the windows, but even if we just go through and change some of them all to white, Like, just changing them to white is going to completely change the whole vibe of the build. Like, it's crazy. You went skydiving for your 19th birthday? I would die. I would jump out of the plane and have a heart attack and pass away. It would be terrible. I just have problems. I'm happy for you though. I'm proud of you for jumping out of airplanes. I don't know. Maybe when I'm 60 and absolutely reckless. Okay. So, this is absolutely lovely. I think you pushed your dad out of a plane last year. Hopefully it was hopefully it was consensual. Call the human stink about that is funny. Jump out of without a parachute over a church on Sunday. I can't condone that, but also mood. Alright, I think I have time for one more if anybody has anything else to look at. Again, we're doing Build Help Live. If you have anything in build mode you'd like to look at, or if you just have a build that you want me to roast historically, I guess, we can do that too. Also, if you are on Discord, you can join our Discord, and if you're on Discord, we have redemption things on there as well. You can redeem build roasts, build gallery reviews, 10-minute build challenges, stuff like that. So join us on Discord. That's fun. Do I post these in the gallery? So this is not my build. This is daniellebuilds build right here. So Tudor Family Home by daniellebuilds. So this one is on the gallery, but it is not mine. Most of the builds that I fix up, if it's like a significant change, I will put it back on the gallery. So you'll see a whole bunch of those on here as well. Oh, we also recently built a ranch shaped like a goat, so that was fun. That's up there. So like today, this one we did the roof on, so while it's not my build, I did the roof, so I uploaded it, stuff like that. Signed him up for skydiving and paid for it so he couldn't say no. Fair enough. Fair enough. Sometimes you gotta push those parents into their other comfort zones, I guess. How are the Kens doing? The Kens are doing fine. That was a delightful evening. That was a different save though, so we can't go check on them right now. I so wish. Oh wait, did you do a Mojo Dojo Casa House too? Hang on, wait, because we just did one. We just did Mojo Dojo Casa Ranch. It was fun. We grabbed a mod and loaded up 17 Kens. Alright, so I was going to go back over to the hashtag and see if anything else. So we did that one. We took a look at the floor plan. We did the roof there. I think we're all caught up in the hashtag, which is good. We've done 10 of these. I feel like we fixed a lot of the things so far. Laffy, I guess. I don't know if I can take another one. Or do you know what we could do though, actually? Because I kind of want to. Unless anybody has anything else they'd like to take a look at, please jump in. Otherwise, I'm actually going to go and try to rebuild Laffy's house, only decent. Just a quick little shell. Just a quick little, I'm going to prove that I was right, and if you shrink the rooms, it'll actually be a decent house. But we have to jump in our little planes and fly over here to Oasis Springs. Squirrel, thank you so much for swinging by. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do. I don't know if I have the strength, Laffy. But please sleep well. Anyway, yeah, let's see. So if you're on Discord, you should totally join us there. Links to all this stuff is on my website or in the bio, or depending on which platform you're on. TikTok, YouTube. I'm on Instagram, but I never post there. Basically, people just literally send me messages of terrible houses, and I laugh at them, and it's a great time. Also, if you want to know what packs I recommend, I do have a spreadsheet of that on my website as well, so I recommend taking a look at that. What else do we have? I don't even know. So many things. Pops, thank you so much for the follow. So let's see. What do we have going on here? We've got sort of the smaller layer at the bottom, and we've got a larger one on top, which I have feelings about, but I'll keep them to myself. Squirrel, of course, dropping more memberships on his way out. Again, if Squirrel has gifted you a membership, please say thank you. He's an incredibly generous friend of ours. Let me see. Hang on. I think I can put your command in now. If you're interested in variety gaming, he does have a Twitch, which should pop up. We'll see. And then what do we have over here? We have the same thing again on the other side. except more narrow. And then in the middle, got a little bit of a porch situation going on. So let's pull this back. I'm going to connect these. I know this isn't going to be like a super accurate remake, but that's because I didn't take screenshots. I'm just building it based on what I see on the outside. And then the back, I don't completely hate the shape. It's a little bit of a pain to build with, but we can pull out a couple of angles, I think. This won't be too bad. And we'll open all this up. So just a nice little house. Nice little house. Just tried to fill the lot, because that's how you thought lots worked. You know what? I guess that's fair. Is this a second? Yeah, you do have a second and a third story there. I don't know about a third story. You know what? Let's skip the third story. Let's just make this part a little bit wider. This a little bit more narrow. We're going to push it in. I like the shape. I just want to sort of make something inspired off the shape. A shell challenge? I'm so excited for the shell challenge. No, so this monstrosity was given to me. I like the general shape, so I'm kind of sort of rebuilding it to some extent over here. Just sort of taking inspiration from it really more than anything. And then I'm so excited for the shell challenge results though. I'm sick of not looking at them. I do appreciate everybody in the Discord who has been sharing them, but putting the spoiler alert over the photo so I can't actually see it. That is very kind of you. Alright, so in the middle here, we're going to take some half walls and add the half walls there. And then the roof is really what got me, because on this side we have the two separate half gables sort of intersecting, which I think is a really interesting look. It was just executed terribly. So we're going to pull this back a little bit. We're going to drop it down. And then we're going to copy, rotate, and place in the other direction, like this. So see, we've got that, which, again, it's not terrible. It was just executed questionably. There's that. You didn't even share it, so no temptation. Thank you. I am so excited to look at all of them. And then this one is a gable. We also have to figure out how to roof the angles on the back. I think that'll be okay. We should just be able to throw down a couple of, I think I want this to be about the same height. Not exactly. What can we do with this? Nope, that's gonna clip out. I think. Let's try a diagonal gable. Let's see how terrible this works. I think I might go with that. There's a little bit of clipping happening, but that's just sort of the name of the game. We could drop it down a smidge, though. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. We're gonna rotate it. We're gonna place it in this direction, so this is a big change from what we had happening. No. What did we have over here? Literally nothing. Okay, cool, cool. Good to know. Alright, so obviously need some help, but we're just... we're just experimenting. So yeah, this one over here, it's not great. I think I'm just gonna leave it though, because overall the whole shape needs to be reworked. I just was inspired by the general shape. I'm gonna pull this out. And what do we use? We use some stone. Let's see if we can add some stone. I don't even know what stone you used. What is this? Is this the river one? Yeah, I think so. Okay. We might change up the paint as well. I think mixing colors might be good. I like the stone as the base, but if we were to grab some sort of more plaster finish for the top half, that could add some lightness to the build. Right, so we could do something like that. We'll grab a floor trim to go in between, jutting exterior trim. Okay. And what would we want the roof to be? Maybe metal? Understand roof placements. It's a trick. Again, this one is not professional. This is not something I'm going to be uploading to the gallery, I don't think. It's just me trying to prove to myself that this isn't the worst idea on the planet and could actually look somewhat decent. Oh, that's right. We're supposed to pull this out over the front door area. Alright, so now this space is usable, which I don't think it was before. We have a nice front door. Can throw it away. Is this medium wall height? It is. Let's go back to just base game. I think we'll stick with some of the contemporary windows because this is quite a unique shape. But I might go with some mid-century stuff as well. Okay, so we're gonna go mid-century over there. We're gonna do 2 of the same windows over here. Alright, alright, alright. And maybe these? No, not those. This one. Okay, so it's a lot more mid-century this way, but I think it could be good. You know? Like, it's interesting. Do I stream on Twitch? Cal, I do not, but I do stream on YouTube as well as TikTok. So I do stream simultaneously. Have I watched Little Simsy? I have, yes. Not so much recently. I haven't not been keeping up on Sims content very well, just because I've been so busy making my own. But Little Simsy is definitely one of the big names in simming, whatever this game is. Okay. See, I think there's potential here. I think there is. Laffy, it'd be so cool if you were to rebuild this. I think there's potential. I would need to work on this a little bit more. It's about time to wrap up, but it's starting to look like a dumpster a little bit. Oh, I could see that. Yeah, with the metal roof. Well, what if we did, if you had eco, you could start putting it in a more eco direction. I grab some lawn roof and change out the walls for, something more sustainable, right? If we do this, that's going to warm the whole thing up immediately. That's an option. I think this is a nifty shape. I do think this is cool. I've been heavily inspired by everybody's builds tonight. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, with that, I think I've been inspired for the next shell challenge. We might pull something like this together. I'm not going to upload it because I'm not happy with the roof shape, but I'm quite tired. So, Laffy, if you rebuild something like this, please let us know. Give us some redemption from everything you made us look at today. Let's see. With all that being said, let me see if I can remember all of my closing announcements. First off, of course, thank you so much for building with us tonight. Wednesday, I have the opportunity to do a stream during the day. Going to bed pretty early. Well, remember, I've got like an hour worth of stuff to do after the stream to make sure everything's wrapped up. So I will not be in bed until 2. So I don't know if that counts as early. But I will be live again on Wednesday during the day, so I recommend checking the event on YouTube or Discord to make sure you check in your own time zone, but in Eastern, it will be at 11 o'clock in the morning, so that'll be fun. We're doing a tiny home build challenge. I think that'll be super duper cool. I'll also be back on Friday night looking at the shell challenge results on Friday. So, Wednesday during the day, Friday at night. Also, I did accidentally stream for 5 hours 2 nights in a row, so my voice is still pretty tired. But I'm very much looking forward to building with you a whole bunch this week. If you're not already, you should definitely join us on Discord, follow on TikTok if you haven't already, subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. Where else are we going? Oh, I'm adding a second tier of memberships on YouTube in the fall, which will include director's cuts and exclusive sound alerts and stuff like that, so be on the lookout for that over there. Also, I will be adding more stickers to the shop in the fall and adding international shipping, which is super duper exciting. So that's all very well and good. Pack recommendations, all of my social links, all the things are all on my website, samandbean.com. And with all of that being said, my voice is very tired and I've got things to do tomorrow. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to head to bed. Thank you all so much for making all of these live help streams possible. I can't do any help if you guys don't show up. So thank you so much for building with me tonight. And I am so excited to do the tiny home build challenge with you guys on Wednesday. So I look forward to seeing you there. Everybody sleep well or have a good day at work, depending on what time it is. And I will see you all on Wednesday.